Hello and welcome back to my table, where sometimes you have to just roll with it.
Alright, so last week we found out that Nala got negatively impacted by the water of the ocean because it's near slash in winter. I think Christmas just passed for in-game purposes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, we rushed back, brought her to a hospital. Arn spent the night over just trying to make sure she was okay while
Maria,
Preston
you
in
mean
the
Nella?
next morning. No, no, sorry. Remember, I have a headache, dude. I can't think. I'm trying. Uh, the others spent the night at the inn, and in the morning, as they were there, they caught some wind of something that was going on with theft at the warehouse district. Um, Putting two and two together, once Arn showed up, we deduced that it would be a bomb that they're trying to make, and while we still don't know why they were trying to make the bomb, we went over there, set up an ambush, knocked a few heads out, and I think we kept two of them alive, and the rest died. They got hit with
Totally not our
magic,
fault.
and it, one is literally just, oh, feels bad to crit.
Pretty much.
Thing that's everything aside from we turned the ones that were still conscious into the authorities, and we think we ended off without saying where we were going, but Arn will probably just go back to the hospital, leaving Musket with the two of you again, and basically Musket will inform if anything happens, like, hey, you gotta come over here, kind of ping.
Alright. That's pretty good description. Get 13 temp HP. And let's mark it as the second week in a row that I rolled the same result on both dice. I roll 2d20 and take the higher result for the temp HP. Last week it was a pair of 15s. This week it's a pair of 13s.
Okay.
So with Aaron having left for the hospital, then us coming in the starling hours of the morning. What are we up to over here, Maria?
This is the next morning. Maria's just probably eating food, eating her bread.
Kale's probably just doing like last minute checks on his gear, making sure he's got absolutely everything prepared the best he can, making sure all his swords are sharp, all his various attachments and whatnot are all up to spec, getting ready to fight. Because he knows hell is coming. Because when the gods ordain something to die, they want
You
it
know what?
dead.
You know what? Thank you for saying that. It was something I wanted to do while Arn's just off on the side. He was going to do a bit of prayer.
I was about to say Cal was going to be doing the same thing. Because
Well, I had a.
canon information, the Kraken wants to kill the gods, so the gods ordered its death.
Yeah, hey.
Like that is
Well, the question
actual
I was
lore.
gonna ask is, I was going to use ritual divination. Does that ping it? No, it doesn't pull up. Did I have to click it like this? I have to click it like this. Okay. The spell sheet changes make me read. Um, and I was going to ask, when the charge is used, how long will it take for it to go to the location where it was used? Because I just don't think we have any clue on that information, even with my identify. So
I like the options it gives me for a reply.
The real question is, are you going to take the minute to think of a cryptic reply? The bigger question is, would Mischief bother? Because, I mean, quite literally the person that wants it dead the most, I think.
Well, it doesn't say specifically that you're contacting your god, but rather a god or a god servant. So any god could pick up the phone on that call.
Okay. I didn't know that, actually. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's right in the wording.
I just assumed all the clerical, like, hey, I want to talk to God spells are just the one you follow.
And you literally have to consume 25 gold pieces to cast the spell.
It's a small cost. I mean, that compared to Legend Lore, which is like 500? Come on.
And there's Detect Thoughts, which is just a copper piece. Penny for your thoughts.
Oh my god.
Okay, so what was the question you asked now that I'm done reading this?
Yeah, how long will it take for the Kraken to arrive at the location where the charge is used on the Heart of the Sea weapon?
Should be almost immediate.
Almost immediate. Oh boy. And that's my question, because that's probably the most important one.
Don't accidentally an apocalypse now.
Like, hey, we're just gonna use the charge in the middle of town and start heading towards the beach. Nah, that thing just shows up right here, like, oh.
The Kraken
hi.
is amphibious, so it could get here.
You can breathe this out of water?
Yep.
Okay.
How the fuck do you think we were gonna fight it? With our makeshift underwater weapons?
Look, man, I had a plan. I don't know you guys.
Yeah, Maria had
Hey.
a plan too that didn't require a whole lot of metagaming.
Hey, man, you know what? Like, I guess at that point we could just be like, middle of the forest, come here.
I think that would take a lot more time than literally summoning it in the ocean we know it to be somewhere in.
Yeah, so if it's almost immediate, that means it's probably like, even if we're somewhat near the beach but still on land, it'll kind of make its way over quick enough.
No, I think it's better if we summon it while we're in town.
No.
Why? We don't
Why
want to be
would you want to
responsible for
kill the
destroying the
civilians?
town.
Yeah.
No, I
Granted,
think
we'd
no,
have
no.
more people here to fight it, but there'd be a lot more casualties.
No, activate it in front of the Wizard College. We have a magical circle that could just wreck his shit.
You know what? Secretly, this is probably the reason Arn's like, yeah, I'm gonna hold on to this because he's the sane one here. Oh my god. Like, he's gonna tear through the town to get to the Wizard College, and the Wizard College is gonna be like, oh, well, alright, everybody into the demi-plane. Like, you really
Yeah, it's
think
like-
they're gonna?
Basically, if you aren't a divination wizard, you're fucked.
Yeah, every divination wizard is just going to hop into a demi-plane and be like, nah. Hell, some of them might get their buddies in there too, like, you know, just college buds, be like, no, we're not dealing with that
I
one.
thought with that magical circle they have, that bullshittery power thing, and they could just
Yeah, that stops
wreck
magic
it.
from the inside from getting out.
Oh,
Oof.
yeah, well, I would love to see them using overpowered status.
Ooh, now I just messaged home 7 minutes ago that she's gonna be here in a couple minutes.
Nice. Okay. Alright, let me this.
Okay. So we got a couple minutes for fuckery before she gets here. Is there anything else we want to do this morning?
I think Cal wanted to ask his questions, otherwise, Maria,
Yeah,
you got anything you want to do?
not really.
You want to go check some bargain bins?
No final preparations for this intense battle to come.
Murray will go out and see if she can do some checking for bargain bins. But I have to do a roll for it.
Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
Something that allowed me to fight underwater.
Well, you've already got your flippers, I believe.
Yeah.
So, other than that, I don't think you're going to find any underwater breathing apparatuses.
Just do detect magic and see if I can find anything. Maybe some type of weapon. Do I have to roll?
You actually do find one curious magical item. To the naked eye, it appears to just be a small, round stone.
Well, this. I will go up to the cellar and I like to. It's like, oh, this is an interesting item.
Oh yeah, this is a magical stone I came across not too long ago. Has quite an
Really?
interesting property to it, he says as he picks it up.
How much is it for?
You're asking how much it is before knowing what it does.
Oh, what does it do?
Curious you might ask, he says. Then he winds up and hucks it off into the distance. You hear it clatter against the cobblestone of the streets, and then a moment later there's a small pop and the rock's back in his hand.
It's a recall rock.
Yes, it is.
That's kind of cool. How much would that be cost?
50 gold pieces.
See how much I got.
Probably more than me, and I have enough to buy it.
Oh, I have fuck ton. Sure.
Alright. I don't need to write a thing up for that. You already know what it does.
Yeah, you have to. Oh, that's gonna be fun. I think I know a perfect first person for this item.
Simple item with 1,000,001 uses.
Yeah, and a person that would be perfect for to make more of.
Imagine if you put that sumbitch in a sling.
Ooh.
Infinite
True.
ammo cheat.
And not only that, it's a magical weapon, and so it does
Magical damage.
yeah. Wait,
Which I believe is equivalent to the magic stone spell.
Yeah. Alright.
So yeah, 1d6 plus spell casting.
Is it infinite or is it one time per day?
It is infinite.
Okay. All right. Yay.
Anything else you want to do before we head off?
Is there there's a potion shop, right? A place where it sells potions?
Give me a moment. I don't recall if this city had one or not. Materials for potions, but not the potions themselves.
Shit. They had a magic shop, right?
Magic item shop, but we cleaned them out and they've yet to resupply.
Oh. Oops.
Downside to going to the magic shop first when we're filthy rich and suddenly not being filthy rich anymore.
Well, I got 700 still, so.
Alright. Over there somewhere.
Yeah, I'm good. I got my magical stone.
I was talking to John, he's being super quiet. Or he muted himself.
Sorry, I did mute myself. What was up?
I was just saying if there's anything you wanted to do before we set sail to go do this.
If we're handling since
Wait,
I'll be here in a little bit.
Oh, also, I have to tune to it, if I'm correct, right? To come back to me, not to the shop owner?
Stone Recall is attunable, I believe.
Yeah, I'm going to make sure it doesn't attune to, teleport back to the shopkeeper.
How you got scammed 101. So, if we're expecting Null to be back, we can hand wave that Arn's the one that kind of brings her back to the group. I guess on the way, Arn and Nala would check out the magic shop. We can put a pin in that for when she actually gets here, so she can see if there's anything she wants from there. Because it's been about a week.
Saying a minute ago, they're still out of stock.
Even a week later in a Magic City. Oof.
Magic hasn't been kind to them. Unless you're going to the magic school, they might have stuff for sale.
I mean, that's what I was thinking for a minute, but like...
Would they have stuff for sale there?
Probably not for sale, but they have it.
Particularly.
How much did that cane cost? Because I'm pretty sure it's probably still there.
You know what? I don't remember.
I got him like 4 weeks later. Hey, how much did that one thing cost? Oof.
I threw out that note page weeks ago.
Yikes. Alright, well, I'll see if any of the,
I want to say it was like 400 gold, but I can't remember off the top of my head. And
that sounds
I don't have
right.
its effect written down anywhere.
That's a lot of money.
Welcome back.
So,
I got a new rock.
It's better than a new egg, that's for certain.
Oh yes, you're gonna love it when I attune to it.
Oh no.
It's a stone of recall. It comes back to her if she throws it or drops it or what have you.
Nice.
I was wondering if we can let Snelly, if she comes back, and let Snelly modify it, so she can take the spell and then recall some of our items.
Yeah, it's not like one of us has a second level spell that does exactly that.
Oh,
I don't think I induced it. I must be Cal.
Yeah, that was me. I literally used it last session to drop a crate on
I
a
didn't think that was a spell. I thought that was actually an ability. Okay.
No, it's
cool.
a spell. I literally described it as I was using it for clarity.
Well, I guess we could play up the actual scene with Arn basically kind of... Probably if this is like straight morning, asleep leaning back in a chair at the hospital trying to be there for Nala. Because, I mean, he still sleeps, just not much.
Nala's fine. It's not, she goes swimming in the deep ocean all the time.
Hey, you missed all
Nothing
the
new.
care and compassion we gave you last session when you weren't here.
I heard a bit of it from Maria. Little creep. But thank you, I appreciate it. I need to listen to that session, see how it went.
Some things were misunderstood.
Yeah.
Wow, nothing new with this group.
Fact.
No, I just misheard something Maria said that I had heard properly and then commented on.
Bruh, I'm gonna be honest, sometimes not fully here because Tuesday ain't my strong day. Monday killed me. But yeah, so, to catch you up a little bit, Kai, Aaron's been kind of like just sticking around the hospital. He helped with the, what we want to call them, like just thieves situation,
The bandits.
band situation. And after that, he kind of just went back, remained there to make sure you're okay. And if it's morning, he's probably asleep right now because I don't know what time of day, but he probably stood up late and is waking up late as a result. You know how it is.
Aw. Well, now it hops out of bed. Ready to go. What, you sick?
Finally,
Nah.
we able to feel her extremities actually walk again.
Yep. No, she's going to...
No, the moment you get up, you just fall to the ground.
It's
Like,
probably the fastest recovery from this ever. The doctors are like, wait, what?
Well, we gave you almost immediate care to alleviate some of the issue while we got you here, so
Oh, good.
a good deal of the healing was done, and then they did the rest of the way.
Yeah, I love how I did a higher medical than most of them.
I'm proficient in medical, I just have a really low score in it.
But that does mean you could help somebody, so someone else would get advantage.
Yeah.
All
So
right,
medical's
well,
weird like that. You get to know anatomy, which also leans into I know where to stab you to do more damage.
nice. So, what's going on right now? So, it's like the next day after the bandit situation, or...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because
Wow.
we did an overnight sting operation to catch them. So we were up all night.
Well, now it feels better. Let's go fight a Kraken now.
Pretty much.
Ooh.
We make our way to the docks and once again board the Marianne.
We're back on this lovely vessel.
So, how long does it take to attune to an item?
I think it's...
4 hours.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was saying, I think it's a short rest, so yeah, they're about accurate.
How long would this travel did you get to where we need to go?
The shortest we've made this trip and the 2 times we've taken it already is a day and a half.
So I do want to say, we're probably not gonna, if we're going to fight this thing out in the water, probably not going out too far because
Hold on, can I bring up see the map for a second there?
The
Yeah.
full-size map?
Yeah.
Okay, had to make sure the token was where it's supposed to be.
Okay, we're here, right? Or here?
We left from here. We're on our way to where the token currently is.
how long is the journey?
Uh, The shortest we made it was a day and a half, as I just mentioned a moment ago.
Okay.
So we have to be here to summon the Kraken. The Kraken.
Well, that's
Well,
where the deep
see, here's
sea
an
is,
idea that
so-
I'm having. Could, if we were to use, like, the sending or some other spell to get, like, in contact with them, would it be possible for them to meet us over here and that time be shortened?
Who are we meeting with?
How do you mean?
Like, they, instead of being over here, you can see my ruler, right?
Yeah.
Instead of them being over here, we meet them over here, so we're as far away from, like, civilization as we can get, because we can go down, if anything, or just stay here, which there's enough
Yeah.
distance, hopefully it
I
can't do
would love
anything
to have-
This
town.
map
would
isn't
love-
completely scale accurate, remember?
Yeah, but that's what I mean, like, you know, in comparison, think about, like, the, if
Like-
scaled at all, it's like, these are, what, that's about 3 to 4 hexes, while this is just 2.
Like, if I bring up the city
It's like half
map,
the distance.
this bottom dock area here aligns with that bottom-most green pixel on, or green hexagon on the...
Okay.
Yeah.
I would like to fight this thing on land.
I mean, we did get the confirmation it would work. It'd probably just need to crawl for an extra few minutes. We just see it fucking clambering towards us, walking with its tentacles like their legs. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That's how you know it's over.
Can we like summon the Kraken like over here?
Why
I
would
mean,
we,
yeah, like
what would be the tactical necessity for that?
the tactical advantage of just summoning it on land at all would be that it can't swim, and as it's probably very similar to an octopus or a squid, they like to swim.
Yeah, it just swims faster than it moves on land, is the thing.
Yeah.
But when it's as big as it is, how far outside its reach can you really be? It is a gargantuan creature.
So that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, because being on a boat is a very bad idea.
Yeah, especially after, like, just in character a little bit, after someone just recovered from harsh waters, I don't think that's smart, because putting them right back in that situation possibly is bad.
Fine.
Yeah,
Oh no,
I
I
think,
just
if anything-
don't want to be on a boat that gets sunken the first moment that the Kraken gets a chance.
Hey, at
And
least
that
you
we're-
can
I mean,
swim. Remember that.
No,
Boat
I
goes
can't
down,
swim. I'm not-
Cal's back on the bottom of the ocean.
Well, yeah, but I'm not a sea cobalt, so I will sink too.
You have a party member that can fly, okay?
Two, I think, at the moment, if Mia did her attunement.
Yeah.
Look
you
across
did the
table.
attunement for the winged boots. You have no problem with the boat going down. You just fly off the deck.
Wait, you're
Well,
gonna waste
is
attunement
there-
on a stone, but you won't attune to your boots?
Oh, wait, I forgot I had those boots.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
I already have.
By the
They're-
way.
Also, those boots are already attuned.
Okay. So, I guess the question would be, is there anything notable to the north, or could we use the northern lands to our advantage? Like, go about 6-7 hours out, because some of the magic I want to use does last for 8, and it'll appear almost immediately, I'd assume less than an hour.
Granted, if it does have to travel over land, it'll take longer, and you won't know where it's coming from. The benefit of being on water is you know it's going to appear somewhere around the ship, usually within your vicinity, because it's
Or
rolling
underneath the
in.
ship.
Yeah, another thing I could try to do is be at beachside where the water's very shallow. So we know where it's coming from, and at the same time, it's going to have a little bit of impeded movement, I think.
If only we can take it to the snow biome.
It's not actually snow.
Right.
That is sand.
Oh, this is the sand?
Yep. That is a desert.
Well, that's sand down there. Oof, Arctic desert.
No, it's just a regular desert.
Oh.
You just didn't bother using typical sand-colored
Look, man,
stuff
you didn't-
like
you
you did
didn't
over
tell me.
here.
In all fairness, John made this map.
You didn't tell me that you wanted that to be a desert. I would have changed it, dude. Because there's actually, like, desert token things for it.
Yeah, I know.
So, alright,
I
then,
used to sit map
can we,
builder
like,
for
fight
the
over
Halloween
here?
event.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go fight over here in the desert area.
Thank God.
Yes, let's
I
go
don't know,
another week out of our way.
What would Nala and Cal think about it? Would they want to fight it, like, middle of land, near the beach, or out in the ocean? Because my vote's for near the beach, where we'll still know where it comes from, but it won't have as big of an advantage against us.
Cal would want to take it on even terms.
Even terms. I mean, technically, I could you know what?
Wait, hold up. What is even terms to Cal?
In the water.
Pretty
Hold
much.
up. Hold on.
I thought Cal would be okay with us fighting on land with this thing.
Cal
Okay.
only resort to fighting dirty if he has to.
Hmm. During the
Cal.
spar with his friend
Cal.
Aaron the other day, I see.
Cal, listen to me, buddy. There's nothing even with us being in the middle of the fucking ocean with the Kraken! Nothing! Do you have flippers? Can you swim as fast as a fucking Kraken? Do you get as big as a fucking Kraken? No! We're going on the fucking beach. I don't want to hear shit, so if you fall into the fucking ocean, at least you can come and still help us. Then watch down as you're in the depths of the ocean watching your friends get drowned. So no, that is not even, even at all. Jesus, I can't believe I have to explain that to a fucking. Anyway,
Intelligence-based creature.
You all right
Okay.
there, Nella?
Yes, I'm fine. We're fighting it on the beach. No in ifs or buts. That's as even as we're going to get. We won't fucking drown in the middle of nowhere, and our bodies might be able to get reclaimed. And someone might be able to see us fight a Kraken, and we get some cool shit. But we'll see.
I don't mind. Oh, that'd be awesome. Oh, for fuck's sake, that song keeps popping in my head. I got this song, like, as we're talking about the Kraken, I got that song, Release the Kraken song.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, hold on, I think I'll find it.
I think I know what he's talking about, but it's been too long for me to remember.
Yeah, so.
Alright,
Beach.
I mean, if it's the beach, it should still be pretty much immediate, so... My idea is we can get our, like, spells casted at the college, go somewhere close enough that we'll still have the spells in effect, and then be at our absolute best for quite literally a Titan encounter. I mean, you know, a group of, like, what, 4 or 5 people trying to fight a Kraken? Thinking of much.
Yeah, not sure how we're gonna do it, but I guess we're gonna chop its tentacles off and then head for the face, so... or we dig a hole in its skull. Nala's not really sure about how this is gonna happen, so she's just gonna wait for Cal to get eaten and then hope for the best.
Thanks.
We'll start from the inside and Nala will start from the outside. So... That's a question she would ask. How exactly do you fight a Kraken? Like, from the pictures and the story, this doesn't look like a very convenient place for us just to walk up and smack it.
Aaron will kind of look over and say, I don't really think there's many ways to fight one unless you're like Triton or something that is a little more built too, but I have a couple of ideas with magic. By the way,
Alright, it's in the video.
For more than one reason, if you could, and Aaron looks a little, like, concerned, given she just recovered. Says, I'd prefer it if you try to do archery, at least for the start of the fight.
She squints.
I just don't want you to be negatively affected by the water again, you know?
Well, as long as we're not going deep under the ocean again, I'll be fine.
Okay.
I appreciate the thought.
Looks at Kraken character sheet.
You know, as long as I'm able to breathe underwater, everything should be fine. But
again,
he'll kind of do a light sigh. He'll do a light sigh and say, "All right. Well, archery when it first shows up will still be good if you want to do that. Otherwise, I'll leave it to you. I'm going to try and use what I've been working on alchemically, sorry, that's the way you pronounce the word. Alchemically for the past few days, see if this will give me an edge against it. We're going to need everything we can get. And, I hope my new spell doesn't backfire, because I've prepared something specifically for this.
She looks like, okay. And she goes, well, if you need the room, or if you don't want me to get in the way of your spells the first couple rounds, then I can hold back, but...
It should be okay. All I ask is that you don't have wide berth with your shots, and if you're going at it with a sword, there shouldn't be any issue whatsoever. I'm not going to be throwing fireballs.
Good to know.
He says immediately after getting his new wand of fireballs.
I mean, if it comes down to it, hey, look, freeze fireballs, but that's not the plan.
Shush.
So he'll The distance between here and the beach is like how long? What, like maybe 4 hours the most, or
Uh,
shouldn't be too
Yeah.
much. Especially if you're saying it's like there's a dock for it. It's from the college. It should not be more than 4 hours.
yeah, 4 hours should cover it.
Okay. So at the college, everybody's going to get a death ward, guaranteed. That lasts for 8 hours, and it's, in Arn's opinion, a necessity. Let me pick that one. It's over here. Everybody's going to get the ability to breathe water, which is this one. This was only 10 minutes, so I have to cast it manually later.
So we're on the beach right now.
No.
We're on our way to the beach at the moment.
Yeah, right now we would be having our, like,
Powwow
morning
before
combat meeting
everything.
at the college, if anything.
I'll be back in just a moment. Someone's at my door.
Like right here.
What? Where the equivalent of that red spot is, the red in the middle of the city, because where the college would be.
Yeah.
Trying to check what other spells, because I have a bunch of them opened up for this.
I wonder if we could talk to the Lilith creature and says like, hey, you went up to fucking wrecking a Kraken?
Let me start typing this.
I just imagine if we can somehow convince the Wizards College just line up in a row and just cast all their fucking spells and just wreck this.
I mean, pretty likely chance of it.
All electrical damage.
Since ring will be in the air, I'll keep some spells available, so I'll do this.
There you go. We just write a letter saying, hey, we're about to do this outside of town. You want to bring in all the
Okay, I'm back.
wizards?
What a mess.
Just the spells I'm casting, which this is all I can manage. The last spell I'm going to be casting when we get to the beach. The other two are at the college, so I don't need to use the slots for it.
So,
Okay.
on the map, can you hit a thing to see what we're having this? Is it like right here?
Effectively, either there or here. Like we're at the water, but we're still on a hex. Technically.
Yeah. I thought that's
on
where
my
the
way.
city is.
Yeah, we're probably
Oh,
just
okay.
general area.
Well, the reason is, if I would think that it would be funny if, let's say, we send a letter saying is like to the Lilith creatures, like, hey, if you want to test your might against this one of a kind Kraken before we kill it, it would be awesome.
Kraken is not
Yeah.
necessarily one of a kind.
Well, no,
And
but
also, if anything,
I
being
just
that
want to see a fire line of wizards. That's it.
Here's the thing:
Right.
if he was going to get involved, whether it was him or his students, I don't even think he would have waited for us. He would have went to go get the thing himself, and it would be taken care of.
I know, but it's like I wonder if there's any students that would like.
Oh, that can
Wait,
actually
they're
be
going to go
handy
fight a
for something
Kraken?
to
I want
later.
to join.
Yeah, but how many
Um,
foolhardy, like, level 3 wizards are gonna show up to this?
Mm-hmm. Because remember, I was level 3 when I got out of the college, meaning that's the default level of wizard. Even a firing line of firebolts can only do minimal at best damage.
So,
Okay, with those, the freedom of movement is going to happen when we're at the beach. When we're at the beach, Arnold also asked Maria if she would mind using a preemptive bless spell
yeah.
on everyone, and Maria herself stay a little bit back for healing purposes.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Arn's going to have Musket use Shield of Faith on Cal. So Cal gets his buff as well, because we're all getting one. And,
Okay, luckily, since I already can use Shield of Faith, I have that modifier ready to go.
that also frees up you to use any smiting spells you will want to do, because you will not need to double up your concentration. And that is about it. So if we're all ready, does anyone have anything else they want to do?
Hold up. She's got her crown. She's got her other stuff. Where's the character sheet? Oh, right at the bottom.
Actually, does Cal want to use Shield of Faith on himself, or no? Because I could also do some enhanced ability. I can only do one concentration thing, though.
I think Maria has enhanced ability too, doesn't she?
Well, she's using Bless is the problem.
Oh, yeah. And Cal needs his concentration for his smites.
Well,
Yeah, so we're gonna have to live without the enhance because
you want me to throw you guys some inspiration?
Sure. As soon as Arn uses the charge and it's gonna start heading this way, I'm sure you'll have 20 seconds to inspire everybody. So unless Liam says otherwise.
Yeah, because we choose when we're actually calling it, and we know it's going to appear almost immediately.
So we can do the inspiration first too.
Yeah.
All right,
So
yeah,
we
go
can
for it.
drop
Man.
everything and be like, yeah, it's showing up in the next minute. We're gonna be fine.
I'm just gonna be that one. It's gonna be hilarious. You got one guy on it in the tower looking down and it's like, what the fuck are they doing? And all of a
they're
sudden,
gonna be saying
Kraken appears and I have a feeling all the guards are gonna shit themselves.
See, this would be the perfect moment for Skywrite, but none of us took it.
For what?
Skywrite.
Oh.
DM, do you have the description for Hill Giant Strength, I think, potion? That's been sitting in my inventory for a good, few months now.
I want to say it sets your strength to 21, but I have to check.
Yeah, that's the 21 one because the weakest of them, and it lasts for.
Wait, what did the pick do? Hold on.
I have
your
this
strength score changes to 21 for 1 hour. Has no effect if your strength is equal to or greater than that.
Yeah.
Pick
Ooh.
yes.
The flavor text is kind of gross.
We're not reading the flavor text.
Well, you custom made the potion, so you know what's in it.
Exactly.
The rest of us could be grossed out when we find out that the potion's transparent liquid has it floating in it a sliver of the fingernail from the hill giant.
You just don't think about it. You pinch your nose and you just go for it.
Oh god!
Look, magic be like that. You want the good potion? You gotta drink nasty stuff. All right. So if Nala's
that
about
amazing moment when you can choose to not taste things.
Well, while you summon that, I probably get the what's the Heart of Sea thing do?
And what is it? Okay, she's gonna drink it right off the bat, so she doesn't have to worry about it.
Oh, that's the that was the spear, right? Okay, so I got the Pick of Destiny, got my loot on the side, ready to go. Got my crossbow just ready to go. I got the hand crossbow and then the harpoon gun activated, just in case.
I don't know who. I think all three of us are taking up the immediate front near the beach, and Maria's how far behind us?
Oh, enough. Let's just
Give
say
a beat, if you don't mind, just so we know. Because the DM's probably got to set up a beach real fast and put our tokens on it.
I already did that while we were talking. Is the thing?
Nice.
We're gonna stop the Raven's Rest because we want me scroll.
I'm just far enough from. Oh.
Luckily, I had this map for an earlier encounter we never ended up doing.
Okay.
All right. So you guys, let's see, how far?
I guess front line would be like about here.
Are we doing this in the town?
We're doing it in the dock district.
Oh boy.
Cat will have on ready for his Mark of Recall, his Dreamweaver sword.
A lot of people are going to be running for their lives.
I think we're not taking this. What are you doing? I thought we were going to take this somewhere else.
I mean, we could do like the beach. I just think for visual. I don't know if Mike wants to pick another map.
Yeah, I don't want to sit here and spend 20 minutes in silence making a map while we're recording. Is the thing.
So
let's grab one that's similar enough to what we needed.
Yeah, we're technically on the beach, a little off ways of the town, where like, I mean, there might be some light damage at the very corner of the city, but not. It's not getting into town. We're smarter than this. But we can use this map. Okay.
I want to have something else on my
hand
recall,
just
but
in
I don't really
case
have
if
anything else I
people
want
blame
to
us
have
for this
equipped.
shit.
What?
Which one of us?
Yeah, both of you talked at the same time. What? Mike, can you repeat yourself first, I guess?
I can have one more item for my Mark of Recall, but I'm not sure what else I need.
Big rock.
Well, the thing is, the biggest it can be is medium-sized, so...
Big rock, okay. And what did you say, Maria?
I was just saying how we can always have like just a map and just color it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's time and effort, but okay. So
also, can you like
it's almost like
sleight
I
of
had
hand
this whole
this
other
shit
map
so
planned
people
out
don't
for
think
this
that.
encounter.
Yeah, I don't want to have like anyone like who's like walking by and realize you just summoned a Kraken in their town.
I'm sure once it shows up, they'll be well aware some shit's going down.
I don't know if they'll be like, well, again, we're not going to be at the town. Also, I mean, we've already got at least one person in a high place that understands the situation in full, and like, you know, people at the church know that this is a thing. A lot of people already kind of know, so...
Yeah, they could have been sending out preventative measures behind the scenes.
And since Warren Wizard, he would make sure that anyone that would get caught in the crossfire is not going to, because, I mean, we're still taking precautions to not have that happen. On the off chance one or two, he got it. You know, he's a smart man.
Yeah, I just hope not that we bring they start hail firing spells upon us, trying to kill this thing.
You know, just as a general precaution, he'll tag the Arin's Warhammer with his second Mark of Recall.
Huh.
Just in case. Not particularly for him to use, but Krakens have a tendency to throw shit 60 feet.
That's gonna be a fun time.
You should get that Warhammer enchanted for Thor's hammer.
So, like, what happens with the Mark of Recall? Like, if it's on my possession, it fails, but if it's not, it goes to Cal? I could be down for that, if that's the case.
I have to read the wording.
Because I don't know if Aaron trusts you guys, but that's like a little bit of a... You want to recall my baby? Yeah, recall the longsword guaranteed, but, like...
Well,
it's only because it has sentimental value there.
Yeah. It cannot be held or wielded by someone.
Yeah, so as long as it's on Arn, it can't. Yeah, he'd be
Yeah.
okay with that. Like on the
So
chance
if
that
you
it's
get
thrown
disarmed,
into
I
the
could literally
forest.
just call it back to me.
Yeah, that's a good strat. I like that then.
That's why Cal keeps the other one permanently on his main weapon. It's hard to
So
break, but when disarmed.
you know how people were saying like, oh, the general public's already going to know some shit's up once things start to happen. I mean, a potion's about to be drank that has a very visual effect.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm going to
Several of
have
them.
Arn. Okay, I have to remember the order of this. Okay, so Arn is first going to kind of basically coat the what is it? Hard Sea in a shadowy aura. This is going to be a shadow blade casted at 5th level. Okay. I can ping the spell
Damn.
real fast. I'm actually using shadow
In
blade.
any
The thing I
other
was-
situation, I'd call this excessive, but I know how long you've held on to that spell and never cast it.
Mm-hmm. I've been like, nah, this is the time. I'm going to make the aura, basically the weapon itself is going to mimic a warhammer, but it's going to be like a smaller one because obviously. And after that, he will drink that potion. Let me ping that 'cause I just put it into the sheet for visual use. That's a big fucking thing. And after that, Arn's going to basically call out for everyone to be ready as he's about to use the trident to expend that charge. So remember, Cal has a Shield of Faith from Musket. Musket is staying... let me actually move Musket, because Musket is not going to be free anywhere.
Would you like to have Musk?
Yeah,
Don't go too
well
far
said.
from my reach.
Archie's probably gonna be like over in this general vicinity.
Yeah, make sure you be at least in the range of 30.
I think she is. Yeah, she's literally, so... Like, exact 30. Musket's staying as
Eyeballing,
far
I
as
think Archie's in
possible.
there too, but familiars are
Because
expendable.
if you're away from me 30 feet, I won't be able to heal you.
Okay, if Musket takes damage, she dies. She has 2 health.
And Archie has 3.
And as far as the rest of us in the front line, that means you gotta move up an extra few feet, because we kind of need to be by the ocean side.
No, let it come onto the land for a little
I
bit.
don't think it will. I don't think they're smart, but I don't think it will want to. Big brain time.
We would have to
Nala
reach it over there anyway.
is Nala
Oh wait,
going
no,
to
wait.
move at all?
No, you're good. Healing range can go up to 60. So
I'm not talking about that. I was talking about the Kraken itself. But, well, Nala's going to do Aaron's request and fight from the distance real quick for a little bit, but she is going to get up there. She didn't drink the potion of Hill Giant for nothing.
I mean, you can move closer. It didn't say, like, I don't want you on the front line. It just doesn't want you close enough where you'll get a dunk into the water. Okay, Mike, you might want to change the size of my token because giant size potion. I grow
You're
now.
up 1 size.
No, I up 2 sizes, I think.
Okay, I think I missed this powwow here, but this is not the actual dock, right?
No, it's the beach. We're using
Okay.
this as a visual because,
I had
Okay,
this
I
map
was-
prepared.
yeah.
I was very...
So assume, basically assume this, and this don't technically exist. You know what I mean? Like, this is water. You got water, like, here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, if everyone is ready, he will use the charge, and here we go. Time to die.
hey, would you like to come over to the next thing? No. No.
Hmm? No. What
No?
if we don't know what his attacks are, and if he does any, sweep attacks, you're gonna be fucking pummeled. So
No, I was just talking about you should come over to me.
that's what I was just talking about. You're not listening to me.
Yeah, you
We
don't-
become huge.
Yeah, we don't know if it
size.
has any AoE. If she's near you, you both get hit. If it's small AoE, you have a chance to one of you gets ability to dodge it.
Okay. So we're ready to call the beast now after we've gotten all of our prep ready.
Yep.
Yeah.
Make sure everyone remembers.
No, Cal and Aaron, you have blessed. Remember
Bless
that.
and inspiration.
Yeah.
Inspiration.
It reminds me, I need to bring it down to 3. No, 1.
Cal also has Shield of Faith from Cat. Checking. Right. Everyone also has water breathing, but we don't really need to mark that. That's just we remember.
That's just you can breathe in water for the rest of the day.
Me and Nala both have freedom of movement in case
So
we
you're
need
unimpeded
that.
by difficult terrain.
Such as like the water or anything like that, because I'm just like, you know what, I don't want to chance that.
So the hard thing is Death Ward, right?
The heart thing I put for Death Ward, the yellow symbol is inspiration, wings is bless, and I'm trying to figure out what I want for freedom of movement. We'll do the little squiggly thingy majiggy at the top. We'll do that one.
And Maria, did you give me bless and inspiration? Yeah. Okay, you cut out me on that one, so I couldn't.
Yeah, you got it.
Everyone but Maria has bless. All of us have inspiration.
And this last symbol's just for me because I'm currently concentrating.
Actually, I didn't use inspiration on myself. I can't do that yet.
Alright.
I need to be level 10.
Also, I'm going to put the potion marker for under giant strength effect.
Yeah, you're right. Should do the same for my own. It's a different one, but yeah. Well, mine lasts the whole day, actually. I don't need a marker. I'll just
You literally picked it, so.
Yeah.
Alright. I am
that's interesting.
Release the Kraken
Objects that
song.
were on you or wielded by you when you drank the potion don't decrease when you drop them like it does with a large reduce.
Nope. So if you want to do Warhammer thing...
So Cal could end up with a literal Warhammer that's twice as big as him.
Matter of fact...
Because you are 2 size categories larger than Cal. Oh no, wait. Cal's large size, so 1 size larger.
Yeah. And if you've got something
Second
like...
time in Cal's life he's
Ronnie.
been dwarfed by a companion. His brother is... Oh wait. I have to actually check the character sheet on that. I don't remember if Gus is bigger than Cal.
He is. He was a huge boy.
Yeah, I think you had him default at large, while Cal has the aesthetic.
Oh my
large
god,
thing.
look at all the buffs.
Look,
Yeah.
man, it's time for... We're gonna die.
We're basically battling a creature that wants to kill gods and has the power to do so. We want every
it's like a
preemptive
Trask.
thing we can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a
it's
Trask if it was 7 CR lower and didn't have immunity to a bunch of bullshit. Granted, it's still got some decent immunities, but... Yeah, Gus is bigger than Cal. Gus at his full size stands 17 foot 3 inches.
Yeah, big boy.
Big oof.
And he never ended up fighting in that match either, so... Okay. Let me get my music things up before I forget they exist. So you raise the heart of the sea above your head and call out to the beast by use of its name. Almost immediately, the sea begins to turn inky black as far as you can see. Storm clouds begin to gather overhead. As if to answer your call, the waves that were once gentle begin to shake the docks violently. Bubbles erupt from the sea all around you. Suddenly a thunderclap rings out that sends shivers down your spine. Then there's nothing. No sounds, no movement. Only the release of held breath breaks the silence, before a flash of lightning illuminates the sea for just a moment. And in that moment, a great many tentacles erupt from the sea. Some of them grab hold of the docks, while others whip violently through the air.
Damn, came right to went to the edge. Ooh. Uh-oh.
The resulting shockwave throws you from your feet as the docks themselves are splintered in parts. And rising up from the dock, you steady yourself and stand ready to face the Titan.
Huzzah.
Oh boy.
I could not find tentacles to match the Kraken, and it irritated the shit out of me.
That's a mood.
Okay, so roll initiative.
Does less work on ability checks? Question mark.
I believe you pinged it.
Scroll.
Oh yeah, 6. Starting out strong.
You can add a D4. This initiative counts as a dexterity skill, technically. So Jack of all trades works on it, and I never knew that until like about 6 months ago.
DM, will you let that roll a D4 on it?
Rules is written as attack roll or saving throw.
It doesn't say ability checks on that?
Nope.
This one was like,
There was one that
I actually
ability
pulled
check.
up the spell effect.
That's
just to
guidance.
double check.
Yeah, that's guidance, I
is a
think.
good one.
Yeah. Okay. Did I click token? I clicked token. Question is, do I want to lucky it? Nah.
Well, we did all this preparation.
Yeah.
And only one of us rolls over a 10.
Let's, because it's a little oof with what we did roll. We'll see. Oh damn! All right. So that's just going to be. There we go. My maximum initiative possible.
Had to one up count.
Hey, I just wanted like at least in the ballpark of 15 to 18. That's always what I strive for, man.
Okay,
Alright.
well, you're up first.
And it's within reach, yeah? This man's
I
okay.
believe your weapons get 5 foot of extra reach due to your potion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So your Warhammer
All
has
right.
10 feet of reach now.
We are going to start this immediately strong as this thing's calling down lightning. Arn's going to almost embody fire itself. And, check if I got this right. I'll ping it and double check.
Yeah, it's always good to know know what your spells do before you cast them.
Yep. I did get this right. Okay. As not even going to waste a moment, it's inspiration time.
Okay, make your melee attack against the creature.
And did it bring in clouds to kind of like darken the sky a good chunk, but we can't see aside the lightning?
Yeah.
Oh, I get advantage on this too, then.
Oh, if I had his... I think that does happen.
It's not going to like this one bit.
Okay. So I believe you were attacking one of the 2 tentacles that are directly in front of you?
Can I target it itself, or... Because
Token
it
is
all counts as
currently-
one creature, right? If not, I will throw the Shadow Blade. Because I can do that, 20-foot reach. Just let me know what the case is, Chief.
The way I have its hit point pool it's set up, it does spread its hit points across its tentacles too.
I will chuck it right at its face then.
Okay.
That's a new.
DM's like, oh god.
Now I gotta roll something. Luck is not on your side with that roll.
What do you mean?
As you prepare to hug your sword, it realizes what you're about to do and moves its tentacle in the way of it. The tentacle instead takes the attack,
Alright.
which destroys that tentacle entirely.
Guess what?
Damn,
It's
that's a lot
coming
of
back
it.
to my hand, and
I believe.
if it wants to play hardball, then you know what? This
Give me a
time
second to
rather
it dissipates at the end of your turn.
dissipates at the end. I thought it was a bonus action to bring it back.
Thereafter, when the spell persists, you have to wait till your next turn.
Should scroll down. It's the end of the
That's why I have a
turn.
bonus action spell to do
Okay.
that.
Then I'm gonna roll the normal attack thing. Do I still have it with me? But
Dropping shit.
okay. I'm going to have
Let's
to
go.
attack with it like. Where did I put the thing? Oh, there you are. Okay. I'm going to have to manually roll damage on this, but he'll stab at it with the trident because all he did was throw the shadow blade. This is going to a tentacle.
That's a miss.
I didn't get to see the. Well, I have less. Hold on.
Yeah, and not only that, it's at the inspiration.
He burned
You
his
right.
inspiration on the first roll, I believe you said.
No. My character inspiration. I still part it.
Ah.
And it's not rolling
Right,
that
you
deep.
used your inspiration
Give it a minute.
ability. So that's
Yep.
where I caught that wrong.
Sorry, give it a moment. Rolling the dice. It wants to take forever. 3. There it is.
Ooh,
20.
With that new addition of 4, it does hit.
Okay. That's gonna be.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't change the strength score. That's fine. I got it now. That's gonna be that. Okay. Sorry, I had to manually roll this, but magic piercing and fire damage on him.
Okay, and again, what are you aiming for with that?
This one's going to a tentacle because it wants to play that game. Alright, here we go.
Okay. That everything you got?
Yep.
On to Cal. I'm just gonna start meat cleaving. Let's see, which smites do I want to use? You know what, let's go ahead and make this tentacle right in front of me a little easier for Nala to see. Hit with that bow of hers. I'm going to Guiding Strike. Choosing your sword slash directly into it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Got the maximum out of it. Roll. So that's a 41 to hit. Didn't really need that
Cool.
guiding strike, but shit. And
I
I'll
mean-
slap onto that Divine Smite and Branding Smite for additional 14 points of damage to that. So 38 damage in total. I believe anyone that attacks it has advantage to hit it with Branding Smite. I don't use this one a lot.
I think that's the one that gives advantage and it can't be invisible fairy fire style.
Yeah, chips
Something.
dim light in a 5-foot radius and can't become invisible.
Okay.
So now Nala, who can't see in the dark, has a target to aim at.
I mean, thanks. I didn't realize it was that dark. But okay.
Yeah, only the lightning split the darkness to allow us to originally see the creature.
Cool. Good to know.
I'll throw one more sword swing its way. 17 will not hit.
Alright.
On to Kraken. Yay! First tentacle attack on our end. 32 hit. With you, I have to ask is the thing.
Right, yeah, you're right. A 24 will be blocked.
Do I know?
So I lucky point that. That's why I rolled a d20.
Ah. Okay. As soon as it wants to let me reroll. 25 hit.
That will be shielded. If that's to me as well.
Yeah. And a third one towards Cal, which will hit. This Cal can't get his defense that high right now, I don't think.
You do have a +2.
Yeah, I've got
Whatever you
modifiers. But yeah. Even with my current 23. Oh wait, I'm losing a shield. I forgot to have that equipped. But yeah. Even with my 25, it's not enough to get high enough even with my veiled shield. Let's see how much damage Cal's taking. 16 bludgeoning. So Cal just basically gets pimp smacked with this tentacle, and now he's grappled. Yeah. If the Kraken hits with a tentacle, it's automatic grapple. You have to try to escape on your turn.
Mm-hmm.
They don't get eaten.
Yeah, that's a very real thing that can happen too. That's Kraken's turn. On to Maria.
Okay, well, can't do shit. Unless I move up closer so I can start pegging people. So who used their inspiration already?
No one.
No one uses Bardic.
Okay.
Cal could have when he was attacking.
What do you
How
matter?
far? Which one are you
Oh,
grappled
yeah.
with?
Do I know?
Which one are you grappled with?
The one directly in front of me.
Okay.
You'll want to know what you're measuring. No, just trying to keep out of its reach, I assume.
Yeah,
How do you know what its reach is?
I don't know, but I was gonna peg it with a crossbow, but shit. I don't have any long fucking things.
You can fire outside the base range, which takes some damage.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna fire out base range. What is this?
You still have to have line of sight on what you're shooting at.
No, there's no building there.
That's a building.
No, hold up.
I know.
No, that's the one thing I specifically
Yeah.
asked. Are we actually on a dock? And we were told, no, this is just a setup.
Oh,
Yeah.
So this is actual building dock? Like, I didn't...
Nah, that's just sand, I would assume, or
Yeah.
dirt.
This is sand, so
the dock
yeah,
that's actually illustrated is a dock, but everything else is sand. There's no structures.
Okay.
Okay.
That's why I'm like, hold up.
yeah. Don't.
I had to rewrite
that,
the
like,
scenario in 30 seconds, okay? I missed some shit.
Okay, so right, I'm gonna these guys don't fuck up. advantage. Pull out my hand crossbow and fire at will.
That's a mess.
Alright.
Just flies aimlessly into the ocean.
Sploosh. So it's like a pebble dropping. And since I can't cast any other spells, because I'm currently keeping Bless up,
I mean, you've got other spells like healing and stuff if you want to do that.
I have healing, but no one's injured yet.
Cal's injured, just not very badly.
Oh, you're injured?
Yeah, I
Oh,
only
you
took-
don't have your HP bar again, my man.
Huh?
HP bar's gone again.
Yeah.
I keeps doing it.
It's because the original doesn't have it for us. That you copy and paste.
Oh, for whatever reason, it's not letting me out.
Oh.
Yet.
How much health do you have on you? Just tell me.
I'm currently down 16.
Yeah, also I forgot about this
And
part
bad
of the
information is
emotion.
metagaming. You just saw me get hit.
I know. Upcast.
For
Second
11
level.
points healed.
Good? Good. Excellent.
Feeling better, still grappled by a titan.
Sorry if I couldn't help. Alright, there's food for me. I'll be right back.
Well, your
I'm
turn's
done.
over, so we can move on anyway. On to Nala.
Okay, which tentacle has guiding light on it, or guiding?
The one that Cal's currently grappled by.
Perfect. Couldn't ask for anything better. Alright, we'll get a hit on that. Let's see how this goes. This is what I get from not upgrading my longbow. Cool. With that 2 piercing, guys, we're killing it over here.
Yeah.
Make sure we...
2 piercing better than no piercing.
And with that, she's going to forgo her second attack and do a commanding strike on Aaron.
Alright. This
You get
lets
to
me
make an
make a
attack?
singular attack. Okay. That's
I believe you
this is the
currently
attack.
have the trident in your hand.
Yeah, I was looking for it. And I don't think it matters, but 26. Yeah.
Yeah,
Can I
23
do
hits, so...
I can do it. Nice. I could just hit the up arrow and get the macro I used before. So there you go.
That's neat. Which one were you attacking?
The one that has Cal.
Yeah.
There. Yeah. This particular tentacle is looking pretty beat up. It's not completely destroyed, but it is very heavily wounded. Been working to get better at my descriptions.
Yes, please.
You forgoed your second attack, so your turn on arm.
Okay,
That's
just
cycling
getting a
back
thing.
around. While I'm thinking about it. You can continue. I'm just feeling more shit.
Okay.
More or less, just
Spellcasting
another tentacle
time.
emerges from the sea.
Oh. You know what?
Shocker.
Get it in. Okay. So, I'm gonna draw some stuff and I'll delete it myself so you don't end up accidentally deleting Kraken. But I'm gonna circle my targets of attack. And those 5 targets, I'm going to attack with, after getting my Shadow Blade back, I'm going to Steel Wind Strike. So, I gotta roll separate attacks for each. However, they'll have advantage because of the weapon I'm using, and I'll just use the singular damage for all of them because they count as one spell. So, okay, so I hit the Kraken, and...
I believe that was the wrong attack.
Nope.
Oh, you changed the actual name of the spell?
I'm doing that because I also have the Shadow Blade in effect. I have a Steel Wind Strike flat as well. Yes. So that's 2 hits, 3 hits. That's a crit against, I think that's the Tentacle holding Cal, so that's bye-bye. Yep, that's the one holding Cal, and that's the last one. I'm assuming they all hit.
Everyone on hits.
Channel Divinity time.
Christ almighty.
This is why I drank that potion.
Yeah, he basically gets triple damage on all of his weapons, which makes him amazeballs for a whole day.
People are gonna fucking look at me back at town and be like, holy shit. But yeah, so that hits the ones that I have circled. And I think that's the one holding Cal is just not anymore.
Okay. I have one roll to make. Okay. So, in a flash of expert swordsmanship and apparently a ridiculous amount of fire damage, Arin manages to, in a split second, take out 4 of the tentacles.
Oh yeah, it's all coming like
Okay, what did you just do?
Use
Steel
Steel
Wind
Wind Strike while
Flexing
also
right
being
now.
a giant.
And since I technically need a warp within range, I warp here because it's still dock, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm there. And that I think is me, good sir.
That's the circle, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I forgot to grab my spoon.
And I also have one more roll to make. Cal's over here now. As the tentacle drops in. Before slinking back into the briny deep of this beachside area. Cal's got a pretty fucking open shot now.
Release the cannon
Pretty much.
towards this bitch.
Give me a second to read some spell effects right quick. See if this would even work the way I want it to work. Unfortunately, it won't. I hear someone's chip bag.
Yep. Someone's like, it's time for lunch.
I'm deciding if it's a better idea to use the cannon or not.
There's always creating a bathtub for it. Like, just a hot tub, be like, hey, fire from dragon, also fire from
As I'll
magic.
say, it's a 60-foot cone. Cones are 3-dimensional.
You right, but you can aim it like this. You can even get a tentacle while you're at it.
Well, yeah, I'll fire off that dragon's gunfire. Let's see if it can make a good dex save.
Go for it, Kraken. Let me see you do the flip.
Do a flip! Oh! It did a
Makes
flip.
the
Oh, I
save.
didn't flip.
Still half though.
Damn it.
Yeah, so it still takes a solid chunk of fire damage off the dragon's gunfire. which will consume. Need my ruler. Need my character sheet out of the way. What else is it? Bowl. I think I can only get. Yeah, I can only get one of the tentacles.
Yeah.
So I'll aim for the one that isn't right next to Aaron.
Thanks, pal.
Thanks. Yeah, if you would have ended up hitting me with it, I would have been like, alright, absorb element. More fire
And then your
damage.
next attack does more fire damage.
Yeah. It's like,
I wonder if you had
I'll use my movement to come up here and make a sword attack.
I wonder if anyone has ever used
Wow.
the Kraken.
Well, let's figure out how bad this is going.
the same roll as the actual attack, huh?
Okay, let's make a save. I make the save. See, just as I go to slip off the edge of the dock while I'm making this sword swing, I kind of do like a back handspring and end up back on my feet again.
You just hear Maria clapping in the background.
From this far away, I don't think so. Not in a thunderstorm.
Fine.
Back around
What
to
are
the
the-
Kraken.
Wonder if the guards will ever show up.
Tentacle
Probably
attack
not.
to arm, 27 hit.
Shield spell.
The guards show up at the last moment. Try to
Second
save.
attack on our end, which is a crit of 37.
We'll take the 28, therefore no thank you. Blocked again.
And one more.
I think that hits me regardless.
Yeah, I don't think you have anything else to block that one.
Not that one, not that
At
one.
least not in the same turn for 20 bludgeoning damage.
Is this chip damage?
I was about to say, that's like a quarter of your health.
So, no, actually, my health is doubled right
Oh wait,
now,
yeah,
remember?
you get temporary double health. And you are now grappled by the Kraken. Let's see if you're 25.
So you're telling me...
Let's see if
You're
you're...
telling me I have touch range now.
You made a mistake.
That's the Kraken.
Okay.
Yep. Having a tuna sandwich on my throat.
I could not hear a word you were saying.
Yeah.
Food.
Yeah, maybe less of that, Chief. What are you doing?
Or at least not when it's not coming up on your turn.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh yeah. You just have that too right. Anyone taking damage?
Not enough to burn a spell slot on. But granted, that is your character's opinion. If you think we're hurt,
I think Cal looks a lot more damaged than Arn, because Arn's just like super gigantic, has like a scratch at the moment from the tentacle. It's like, alright.
well, a scratch from bludgeoning damage, that'd be kind of weird.
You can
Will
get
that
like the reddened skin.
SMS.
You...
That's a
yeah.
miss?
Yep.
What's the AC of this thing?
You do have inspiration.
Yeah, you have inspiration. Oh wait, no, Maria doesn't have inspiration. She only has
Yeah,
three
it's only
uses.
one.
Bardic Inspiration doesn't work on me until I'm 10th level.
Right.
I need to be 10th level to use
I mean,
it.
one thing you could have done, just for reference, you could have casted Bless at 2nd level and it would have given you Bless, so... Because it would increase the number of creatures by 1 for additional slot level.
Oh, my headset's dying.
We'll wait for that, but
Yeah. So,
Well, I prefer having you having less on, so
Right.
I can always upcast it when it's doing less. So, yeah, if no one's hurt, I'm just going to
Cheerlead. Woo 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 woo.
yeah, keep going.
Okay, on to now once more.
Whoop this thing back to Japan.
Oof.
Yeah, I've seen enough hentai to know what's going on here, okay? The red man is currently covered in tentacles.
Alright, well I can't believe I'm using my, It's still dark, isn't it?
Yeah.
Great. So, I'm going...
Technically, Cal is emitting an aura of light to shield the face. So,
Oh, yeah.
Cal is giving you some light, up to 10 feet, so you can see the tentacle.
Tentacle?
Unless the M says it's 30, which would be nice.
Did you set
I
out?
think you asked about it last session. I think you got it 5 or 10.
Yeah, I think 10.
But it's still within range of both of those, so...
If only we could light this thing on fire.
We're trying!
Trying, yeah.
We hit it with Dragon's Fire Breath and his almighty fucking trident attack.
Okay, she's
We're
gonna
hitting
come
with
up,
plenty of fire.
use the action to turn on fucking Gem of Brightness, and then going to use Action Surge to continue the attack. Here we go.
Hey, can you use your Gem of Brightness to I thought there was a second form of it where it blinds people.
Yeah, but it's a Kraken that comes from deep undersea.
Yeah.
I
It's
mean,
Its eyes aren't exactly its best thing.
either it has sunlight sensitivity or it doesn't really care about that.
Okay, we're gonna try to take a shot.
That's a miss.
Yeah, plus.
I have
yeah.
less.
Yeah, you add a 1d4 to it. That now hits.
Oh, cool. So with that, she's going to do that plus her superiority die of distracting strike, and then she's going to forego her second attack to tell Aaron to strike again with advantage.
Oh, next time I have my Shadow Blade in hand, here we go.
He has to make a melee weapon attack, I believe, so...
Hey, Shadow Blade counts as a created weapon, which is why I love that spell so much. Anything that counts for weapons counts for that, unlike Flame Blade.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna do all of this in fire damage, but, technically, it says, like, Psychic, because that's the default damage. Fucking Warhammer. I'm assuming that 31's a hit.
Didn't you have the trident in your hand?
Yeah, but remember, I created the Shadow Blade around it when I was describing it. Otherwise, I would have just stopped to fight it, you know.
Ah.
No biggie. Yeah.
But yeah, 31 does hit.
Fire damage on both.
Okay, and you're attacking the creature or the tentacle?
I believe Knowledge shot the creature, and that's where I got my advantage from.
I mean, you can attack. It doesn't say. Hold on.
Which one did you distract me?
Yeah.
The Kraken.
Okay, so I'm attacking the Kraken.
Once again, Muck is not with you as the tentacle moves in the way to take the attack. And this time it survives the attack.
Bruh.
But it did get that 15 piercing, right? Well? wait, which tentacle did he use to block it? Because it's technically grappling...
Yeah, I think it can't do that unless it's letting me go, which I'll take it.
More or
The other
less,
one's
it's
near
just
Cal.
moving you out of the way of attacking the Kraken, is how I'll flavor it. putting the tentacle in the way of the danger rather than the Kraken itself. Because naturally the tentacle can move within the space of the creature it's coming from.
Alright.
So we move back around to the top. Let's see. That was the wrong button. Two more of the tentacles surface.
This way.
Okay, let me re-edit my tokens so you can see my health bar now. And it is Arn's turn.
Oh, you doing this again? We're gonna steal on him again if he wants to be like that.
You are still currently grappled.
I teleport when I use Steel Wind Strike, so sucks to be the Kraken. 20, 34, 7, 28, and 39, 29. So they all hit. And I'm going to do this. Okay. It's a reach.
Yeah, I was reading wording.
Hmm?
I was reading wording.
You're good. And use
Yeah,
another
let's do
divinity. Here we go. Let's get rid of these tentacles. Can't hit the Kraken because I have 5 targets.
Once again, you devastate the tentacles as each one goes down. Leaving
And
only the main body above the sea.
Since I still have my
Until he
bonus
comes
action.
out with the big tentacle.
The big tentacle god.
His body slam.
And this is going to be my bonus action attack directed at the Kraken. 31's a hit, and this will all be in fire damage, keeping with the theme.
Okay. In that quick series of rapid attacks, the Kraken actually begins to reel back a little bit. Taking in all this massive damage all at once.
As you should. That's what I planned for. Alright, as my action, bonus action, I'm not moving to give this thing an opportunity. Get him, Cal. No, I'm just saying I'm not gonna move, so get him, Cal.
Okay. Roll my d6. Nope. Yeah, just go with the basic sword slash. Jesus. Double red zone now. Well, let's
And no one's near
see
him.
what the failure is now.
It's a lucky 7, though.
Breaks both his arms.
No, that's not lucky.
So, as Cal lunges forward to slash at the Kraken with his sword actually gets stuck inside of the folds of the Kraken's body.
Robo.
I now have to waste my second action to try and pull the fucker out,
That's
which
a-
I fail.
Out of curiosity.
Oh my god. Well, you have Bless and Inspiration. Do you want to try and use those, Simon?
Well, the most I
What's a
could get
D10
out of
and a
that is
D4?
12, which would still fail.
Oh boy. Okay, well. Sorry, Cal. They're reeled back and you hit the strong spot, not the weak spots. Like,
Like Dragon Hunter. But instead you lose your weapon. Oh, that'd be the
Oh.
worst.
I haven't played Dragon Hunter, so don't have any systems that could let me play it.
For shame.
Well, actually, I have the 3DS, but the problem is I haven't played Hunter for the 3DS. Graphics are shit.
Okay. The Kraken is now going to attempt to bite hard. That's a 37 critical to hit.
It's going to hit, but I'm not small enough for it to bite me properly. I only take the initial damage.
Yeah, you only take the actual damage, and since you weren't grappled by it, you don't get smaller. That's total
Oh no!
41 damage.
Yep. I'm still on my double hit points. Here we go.
Oh, God, I've added up the math stupid. It's actually 54 damage. So I set it as it reads.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Making another one. 29.
99 will be shielded.
And another one to Cal. Which I think is Cal. Oh no, wait, I forgot I got my boost armor. Aren't you concentrating on something?
Yeah, you're right.
Now that I'm looking at all these buffs on myself.
Nah, you're right. I make it.
I want to say you've been hit by at least a couple attacks since the fight started.
I make it. Yeah, I only took damage 2 times. So, first one is a success on that first attack, and the second one is a success on that second attack. So,
On to Maria.
Alright.
Cal's also standing in waist deep on him water. So,
Well, it's better than sinking to the bottom, right?
well, when you're 11 feet tall, seaside water doesn't really affect you all that much.
How far are you from me? You're out of my range.
Also, isn't somebody using something that makes us not affected by difficult terrain?
yeah. You for 1 hour, you're good, no concentration.
I was just saying, in case I decide to move. Granted, I don't lose
Yeah.
my freedom of movement for mist walking anyway, but if I, for some ungodly reason, have to regular walk somewhere,
So, Cal, you used your inspiration?
I have not.
Alright.
It was suggested to me that I use it, but I didn't because it wouldn't have mattered.
Okay.
I've used it.
You used it? Alright,
Mhm.
you get inspiration again.
Woo.
I'm out. No. Until level 10, I cannot have it anymore.
Quick, Armin,
and
cast
then...
catnap on him. He'll be back in 10 minutes with some spell slots.
That's a fucking
That's a
miss.
mess. I believe that is your turn.
Yay.
On to Nala.
Alrighty. This thing is not anywhere close. Not if I wanted to melee.
Well, I mean, you could move into the water, because you still have freedom of movement, so it wouldn't affect your movement speed.
Yeah, you got swim speed. It's just, do you want to get in the water?
Yeah, do you want to be in its natural environment?
Well, I don't really care to be with the little 2s here, okay? 2 damage. Boop.
Yeah,
How
you'll find
bad
it.
is
She
this
actually-
Kraken looking?
Let me bring up the stat line real quick. It is quite heavily damaged. It's definitely got a lot of crispy parts. It's damn near calamari at this point.
Does it look like any more tentacles are gonna pop up?
Without the ability to see in dark underwater, you don't know.
I mean, if you really want, you could probably dip your head under the water while holding the gem of brightness and be like, "You got tentacles down there?"
Yes. Because that's always a great idea.
Well, actually, it's still going to have tentacles, but is it going to continue using those tentacles for combat was the question.
I mean, technically, I think we've destroyed, what is it? I think we've destroyed 8, so unless it's got more than octopi, uh-oh.
There's actually a very specific number listed on its stat block of how many tentacles it has.
Real?
She's gonna wait to see if any more pops up, but she's going to do her thing. Oh. That hits, right?
Yeah. Sorry, I was slightly distracted.
And then she's gonna last one to forego her attack and have Aaron attack again.
Damn, there we go.
Here we go again.
Here we go again.
That hits naturally
Fire damage on both again.
for 85 damage.
See, this is why I wanted. I'm so glad I picked up Commander Strike.
Yeah, especially when you got 2 other frontline fighters that do hella damage when properly buffed. But yeah, reeling back from that strike, it doesn't seem quite dead yet. Definitely looking like it should be, but it is not yet dead. She forgoed her second attack, so we're back around Robin. As stop scrolling. The last 2 tentacles pop up out the water.
Okay, do it.
Literally 10, man.
Yep.
I think another stealing for this.
I think in the description of its tentacle attack, it says how many it has.
Oh.
I scroll up far enough. Yeah, the Kraken has
Yeah,
10
it does.
tentacles, each of which can grapple 1 target.
Spoiler! I actually did not read that part because I saw a graph and it's like, well, like I hit once, so that's when it mattered to me. Alright, I don't know if I ever made like AoEs for this. I mean, I could Spirit Guardian, but nah. Man, if only I had another stuff with it. Wait, is that one of the ones I made the scroll for? I don't think it is.
I think you have a Fireball, 2 Revivifies.
Yeah, I got a couple fireballs actually, but alright. I was like, you know, it'd be funny if I made a destruction wave. I'm like, nah, go back to the bottom of the sea, even though we just brought you here. Good night. I will check what my magic item does.
Which magic item?
The wand. I'm like, wait a minute.
The Fireball, I think,
DC
is cast
15?
at a minimum level. Which you can spend
Minimal
more
level
charges
DC 15,
upcast.
so it's only 1 less than my normal. Oh no, I can upcast it. It's more charges. But the DC is 15.
Yeah, the DC doesn't change no matter what level you cast it at.
Alright. Well, I'm just gonna take 2 swings, I guess, because that is just the smartest option.
At it or its tentacle.
I will attempt it. If the tentacle gets in the way, at least it's an auto hit on those tentacles. Like, bruh. 25,
Both of those
25.
hit.
And this is in fire damage. Oh, wait. I used the wrong attack. My bad. Hold up. That's what the problem is. Same modifier and everything, but I have to roll the appropriate damage. Ignore this. So, there's the damages. Significantly less when I don't channel divinity, you know?
Okay.
So 2 and an 18. I can math the individual numbers if you want.
Now I got it. Okay, the Kraken itself will take the first attack,
Oh yeah.
which will bring it very close to the brink of death. And the second one will be taken by the tentacle.
Okay.
And the tentacle is not used.
Alright.
That's all you got.
That's my 1-2, Chief.
What is with all these slow ass rolls?
Bruh, and now's a good time for inspiration. No, it probably won't matter. It's better to save for something else. Like an escape or something.
I don't know.
Uh,
Doesn't quite finish it off.
okay.
Its turn. Tentacle attack on Cal. Hit. For 24 points bludgeoning damage. Took me a second to do the math on that.
Yeah, that hurts.
That's a now one from the Kraken.
Oh boy.
I rolled up.
Whiskey fail.
Ooh. Accidentally works in its favor. An item currently in its possession breaks. Cal is the
Oh.
only item in its possession.
I don't think you count as an object because you're a humanoid, Chief.
A humanoid that's made of, well, actually, technically, Cal is the inside parts. His armor is still an object.
It's gonna break it. This is the second time you're getting your armor broken, bruh. Okay.
Bro, we just need to get most of the money he gets, he has to save for repairs like this.
Right? God damn
He's
it,
a
alright.
fucking clam right now. He just gets squeezed.
Well, I guess since he can't wear magical armor, so yikes.
Yeah, I used unarmed.
So he has his dex
Woo!
plus 10 as his AC with the shield, so
17 points of crushing damage.
Oof.
Wait, why didn't Cal use 5 feet of movement to get out of the tentacle? I'm mad.
Because I can only use it as a reaction after I take the damage.
No, you could do that on your turn when you were swinging your sword. I can ping it again if you want, if you're confused.
Oh shit. In addition to it crushing Cal, since he is a larger, smaller object that was currently grappled by the Kraken, he gets swallowed.
He's a literal clam. Yikes.
I am now blinded and restrained, but I do have total cover against attacks and other effects outside the
Hey,
Kraken.
can I
Fireball! Fireball! Fireball!
do you have heat metal?
I think
I
I
don't think
do,
heat metal
actually.
is. I don't think he has heat metal.
I think I do, but I can't exactly target him now. Nor will I use my concentration for that. Oh man, I should give that to musket.
Kraken still has one attack. So that last tentacle over by orange is going to make an additional attack. 36. It's a 19 on the die.
Again with this? Alright, no, I can't shield that.
Well, I mean, you could, but you don't want to waste your higher level spells for 20 bludgeoning damage.
looking relatively
Still
healthy,
not
which
on your
is
10
funny.
HP either.
The sad thing is that's doubled HP, so it's like Maria could start healing me if she wanted.
You can't heal temp HP.
That's not temp. It's doubled health. It's like the druid assuming new HP thing.
I thought it specifically
Which-
stated when you
Does it?
posted
Oh,
the
I'm thinking
potion
again.
that it was.
I thought it was double. Otherwise, I would have put it in a different spot. That's my bad. Dang it.
Ah, there it
Your hit point maximum is doubled. So, no temp. It is the bar.
is. Yeah. And at the
I'm
end,
like-
when the effect ends, and hit points you have above your max hit points, then become temporary hit
That's
points.
broken! Ooh, here we go!
But this is standard temporary hit points and not the inspiration homebrew's temporary hit points, so they
I
will
know.
go away at the end of the day. But you could have
Not
100,
if I don't sleep.
but then you get
God.
exhaustion.
I can pass the first days of exhaustion. That's why I slept the second day. I stood up first day of Anala, but I could not do 2. Sleep time. But damn, that's crazy. I didn't even read that last part. That fucking it becomes
On to
down.
Maria's turn. Oh, also, you are now grappled again.
Whee. On the plus side, he still can't bite me. Just follow me. I'm too big.
That's a myth.
I ain't got the stomach for that.
And are you in range? Okay.
No, he's swallowed.
Cal
We're
is
swallowed.
inside of Kraken. You cannot see Cal.
Yeah, so anything that's based on sight, yeah.
Because it does count as full coverage.
I'm gonna have to attach the. We're
Give
gonna
me a moment
have to
while I
weld
move the
this
Kraken out
rock.
of the way real quick to move my token.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna have to weld the stone to your body and recall you when necessary.
That is not how the item works.
Oh, we needed to recall your body. Is there a way that we can do that since your actual body?
Not with any spell you have, I think.
I know I was talking about if Snelly was able to enchant your body.
No. I do believe there's at least one subclass that can do that, but it
Which
might
thing?
be homebrewed, I think.
Sorry, which thing?
Enchant your own body. I think it's just the rune-based subclass that I'm thinking of that can do it.
Nah, that's,
So I can't heal Cal.
Nope, because he's behind full
and-
cover, so you can't see him.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait until you get shoots out of there. So
No, you should join him. You'll be a little snack.
For reference,
I mean-
Cal is the second creature, the second PC to be eaten in this campaign.
I mean, you can heal me. I have a whole 80 I'm missing.
Off of
It isn't-
200 plus. I'm here.
It's better than nothing, because you can't ready a bonus action. That's if you want to.
wait, what?
It's a bonus
That's your full
action.
health.
If you look at the numbers, or can you not see my... You should be able to see my numbers, yeah?
you
I
can.
see.
He's gotta zoom up. He has
Yeah.
126 out of 102.
Yeah.
Oh,
I have double the base number, so I have 204 right now. As a matter of fact, I'll just change that because I could just have it later.
you'll
And
find.
he probably forgot to remove his 13 temp HP that he started with.
No, I removed those. That was the first damage I took.
About sake, the thing was still there showing you the temp HP. But, yeah.
Oh.
So what's Maria doing in this struggling moment?
Okay, there we go. Now I see it.
Yeah, actually you
Yeah.
changed it.
Right. Oh, upcast for you.
I wasn't usually upcast, so...
Let's put that up.
limit.
Oh, fuck you, -1.
There's a -1, what? Oh, you mean the 1, okay.
So that's 11 points healing. A small dent in the massive amount of health you currently possess.
Yeah, that was a cast 4.
You cast that at level 4 and ended up that low?
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's it. Oof.
Yeah, I'm done.
Alright, I'm out of here.
Alright, I'm about to head out.
We brought you for healing. So it is now Nala's turn.
Yes. So, is it possible? So like this, it's grappled, right? But I'm not gonna take my chances.
Aaron is grappled, and I think moving through his space counts as difficult terrain, but due to freedom of movement, you're not affected by difficult terrain. I just think you can't stop in the same space he occupies.
So she's gonna. Can she pop right here? She'll be able to hit, or right here.
You have to be in the water.
Yeah.
Just can't. Yeah, you can go there.
Cool.
Out of curiosity, for Dimension Door, do you have to be you have to see that area before jumping?
No, you.
Not necessarily. You can determine by number of feet
Yeah.
Yeah.
in a direction.
Or you can imagine the spot, but you have to be of the same size or smaller.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's useless with small races. Trust me. I had a halfling that had the keep of Monty Blanc, whatever, and that okay. It helped her rogue stuff, but not much of helping her friends. Okay, so it's just gonna pop that.
Hell, can you make yourself small?
Boop.
Nope. Not without Snelly's help.
As she throws away the or tosses away the bow and pulls out her long sword and shield, and she rages as she jumps into the ocean again, much to Arn's dismay.
I'm sure.
And
Hey,
One
see
of his
someone
other
just got
friends-
eaten.
Yeah,
Let's
listen.
jump in. Yeah, I
one
like
of his
that.
friends
Oh
is
my
in the
God.
belly of this thing. The other one just jumps in after it. There's a big head scratcher right here.
yes.
Aaron just
No.
looked at the screen. This is my family, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, just checking something. All right, so she rages and she attacks.
You know, I can't wait till we meet up with Nala's family.
Yeah, no. Two.
Why not?
I'll say, as Nala would recall, they are on the way here for a festival of some sort.
There's a
In the
20 on the
spring.
first one, and that's with guiding, but not.
Yeah, you can use bless on the second one, and if you think it's worth it, try inspiration.
I'm saving inspiration for other things.
Alright.
That's 11. I forgot to add rage. There it is.
So which one of those are you using your bless on?
The first one.
Okay, the first one, that's...
And then it's a 9 damage plus 2 of her rage. Yeah, she's contributing!
Contributing
Woo!
more than she thinks, as the Kraken shudders and then falls beneath the waves.
When you steal the kill! Yes!
Alright, Aaron will not be that mad at you. I was about to say, like, why don't you do one thing, not go in the water?
She's
I would
like,
have thrown a
Nah,
rock at
he's fine with it, he's fine with it.
But
you
the
can help me
moment...
out.
Yeah, no, the second he starts to kind of screech out and start sinking, Art's gonna put down massive hands. He can climb on massive hands.
Thank you.
Just
out
as
of
it's-
curiosity, what weapon
If you'd
did
let me talk for 5 seconds.
Sorry.
Just as its tentacle begins to release its grip on Aaron, he feels its grip suddenly tighten
I'll
as the
attack
beast
it.
resurfaces with all of
Alright.
its tentacles.
Are you shitting me?
Reroll
Uh-oh.
into initiative.
Uh-oh. Throw me!
What, how do you...
Well, you're not in the water if what the DM instead came after. So.
Hey, no, wait, no, I got a word for this. This is not my true form.
God, 1 point above.
Dragon Ball reference activate. God damn it. I'm like trying to click my character. I'm like, oh wait, I have the tool on.
Restart.
Hey! Oh, the Kraken is 4.
Don't forget calcium. I know he's still in the stomach, but he got a turn.
Which I actually have to roll something for about 4 of them. I just have to scroll up.
Is there like 2
So
different
bad?
Krakens here? I think
No,
would be
it
funny
was
if-
psyching us out.
I use the advanced roller for this one because things can't handle a roll this high. Fun. Fun. It's awesome. Fun.
What happened? Did Cal finally die?
My character sheet wants to work, right?
Fucking music. Jesus.
For reference, the vocal part of this song is called Lucifer's Hymn.
Hey, you didn't click your character sheet and activate it.
Yeah, it did. It's just since he's not on this plane, it doesn't show in the turn order. But let's see
Wait,
if
he's
Cal...
on this plane of existence?
No, I have him on the GM layer, so only I can see his initial roll currently.
Yeah.
Y'all can see what I
So,
roll anyway.
Would Nala technically be on the dock since that was the last thing I said I did with Arn, or?
Yeah. You can move
Okay.
to any space on the docks that you are not currently occupying. That
So,
is
like,
still within
top
5
right,
feet
top
of you.
left. Yeah. Or behind me. It depends on where Nala wants to go.
I'm gonna
I
say,
mean-
you could
Might wanna-
take up 3x3 spaces currently.
You can occupy the space, just, you know, thank God for freedom of movement, right?
Yeah.
So what, you put me behind you?
You can be anywhere, yeah, so right there. Good word.
Was it a strength save I had to make or was it constitution?
I don't know, but you can have less one way or the other. And
Let's say I got the same save for bull. I failed.
are you technically within my aura, Chief? You are technically within my aura, Chief. You get another 4 to that, if that matters.
It does not.
Damn.
For reference, the Kraken has 13 as its strength stat.
Okay.
So yeah, Cal just wasted his whole turn trying to outstrength the Kraken.
Well, you know, he would have done that anyway, so...
That's all I could do.
Okay.
Actually, might be able to do a thing. Cannot do the thing.
Why not?
I can't swing a weapon in here, so the only thing I would have available to me is the dragon's gunfire. I was rolling its recharge.
Oh yeah, don't you get a couple of those recharges since it's been a bit?
I get 1 for each of my turns.
You haven't rolled the other turns.
I'll give it 1 more roll for safety. Still
Aw.
fails.
Okay.
On to Aaron. You know what's
Alright,
weird? Cal rolled shit last time, and y'all rolled pretty low. Cal rolled fucking nat 20, and everyone else is pretty low this time. Anyway, let's
So I'm interested. How does this thing look? You said it looked pretty beaten up before. How does it look now? Where it's got its second wind.
Most of its wounds seem to have regenerated, but not all of it.
Where's the fucking crystal?
Yeah.
Forehead.
Forehead.
Or what
Go
you could
for it.
assume to be this creature's forehead.
Rip it out.
Arn cannot reach it while standing on the ground.
I'm about to get into this water. You think my jump distance isn't enough to get to that? Oh, it is.
Do you want a
what
potion
is
of giant strength?
I'll say your strength is 25, so you can... I don't remember what the rules are for jumping, actually.
It's your size category, so I'm getting like a ×4 from this since I'm 2 sizes
I don't think your
above
size
medium.
category matters. I think it's straight strength.
Your strength score, that is the score ×5, so 25 I can
Okay,
jump.
when you make a high jump, you leap into the air a number of feet equal to 3 plus your strength modifier.
3 plus the strength, okay.
So with a 25 strength, you have a +7, so you have a 10-foot vertical jump right now.
I mean, I think that's enough, and I still got enough to move to the side, yeah?
Well, considering that a Kraken, I believe, is 50 feet tall.
How much, sorry?
I don't remember the
Because-
size chart.
I mean, part of it's in the water, don't... Yeah, it's not floating on the surface top.
Hey, GM, can I roll and so I can, do something?
Yeah, you could attempt to jump up and snag it. But,
I mean, what
a
would
Kraken
the rules on
isn't
that be?
exactly a good surface to grip on. So any check you would make to try and pull the gem out will be disadvantaged.
Well, I can technically make an attack as a bonus action. Lo and behold, a grapple or grab is probably considered an attack. I just don't want to try this bullshit. How much did it look like a heal for the most part, or just a good chunk?
A decent chunk. But when your health pool is nearly 500 to begin with,
I'm gonna call out to Maria as I delay my turn to cast Enhance ability Strength on me, or what's the Strength one called? I think it's Bear.
Problem with
God,
that.
that seems selfish.
There's a problem with that.
She's still currently focusing on Bless.
Yeah. It's kinda worth it, that's why he's calling out for it.
I got no objection.
What about Cal? He's still under the effects.
If we don't kill this thing now, Cal's going to die.
Fine. I was gonna cast some healing on you, but okay. Cancel
I
that
mean,
out.
I'll take the enhance more than the healing, to be honest. So I'm
I wonder
dropping
if
to
I can
11 permanently.
Upcast that. Hold on, let me see if I can upcast that.
You can.
Easy. You want strength?
Yeah.
Okay. So, out of curiosity, if I use Enhanced ability upcasting, can I
You get
choose?
one extra person per.
Yeah, but do I have to choose the same thing or?
So every DM
Good
I've
question.
had,
What do
yeah,
you-
every DM I've had, I don't think it tells you. They say you have to choose the same one, but you can change it if you're still concentrating it for that hour or duration. So like, if you know you need something else, you can technically change it. But if you change it to
Oh, fuck.
Constitution, you never get the 10. That's how I.
There's a problem with that. I have to walk right up to you. To
Yeah,
cast it.
and it's a touch spell.
It's a touch spell.
Unless you come over here and come to me.
No,
I
so
thought
if
you
you're
had
gonna
it.
heal, then you can do something
I
different.
thought you already have Enhanced ability.
No,
No?
He has the ability to cast it. He has it.
I'm concentrating on Shadow Blade.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why do you think Cal's getting hit a bunch?
Okay. Well, it's my turn.
Yeah, technically I'm, you can set it to descend again, DM. I technically went after that.
Okay, Maria's turn.
Well, you have to hit the descend, because
I did.
I'm not above Nala.
Right. I'm gonna aim
That's weird.
the crossbow at the pendant, if I could. Could I do that?
Do I know?
I'm aiming the jewel with my crossbow.
Okay.
I know I'm out of range, but
Yeah, you just get a disadvantage. And it misses entirely.
really, system. And then,
Yeah.
God
So that's
damn it!
14 points of healing, I'm guessing to on.
Yep.
Alright.
-1, dear lord.
So, how are your rules on doing something like Maria just did, the attacking it and trying to basically get it off? If it hits, it works, but it's a disadvantage attack, it has a HP pool,
The disadvantage was for her range from the creature.
No, I know.
I guess
But I'm asking, like,
success versus failure would depend on your creativity of how you're trying to do it.
Alright, so... if I'm looking at the map properly, its forehead is kind of like sideways at this point, its head kind of like tilting backwards so it can bite and all that.
Yeah, I'll say the last thing it did was bite Cal, so it's probably facing slightly opposite you. But you're still within its visual range.
So...
Technically everything is within its visual
would
range.
its gem be about right here-ish?
It'd be about
Over there. Alright. Scrolling down. Here's my 5 feet. Okay. Since it's sideways, what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and chuck the Shadow Blade kind of like horizontally throwing it after changing it into a long sword, because I cannot do that with the warhammer.
Hey, I have a question. Maybe you could throw Nala up there.
Okay. Why?
But that puts a person within biting distance.
Why? It'd be smarter for her to shoot at it with a bow than anything else.
I don't know.
If
Yeah,
it wasn't the chance of me falling off and being Kraken food, I'd be down for it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna
Because,
use my
I don't
bonus
really
action
want-
to change its shape to a long sword. And I'm going to basically chuck it sideways, trying to basically cut off a sliver of its forehead along with the gemstone.
Okay. Make the attack with disadvantage.
And it has advantage because it's in the dark still. Here we go, it's flat roll. Put it... I'm gonna use the Darkened Warhammer because I just don't want to change the theme. Is that okay?
I think it's the same, so...
Yeah, it's the same exact, but it's a long sword. Alright. 33.
Okay. So, you peg your shadowy warhammer at this creature's head. It actually does manage to hit the gem, but it does bounce off and land in the ocean.
Even though I changed it to a long sword.
Yeah. I rolled a D100 for success on that. It was in his
Okay.
favor.
We should maybe ask to make something that can shatter these crystals.
Yeah,
No.
except we need the crystals to shut down the thing that's trying to destroy the world.
Oh yeah.
Remember the lore, damn it.
Sorry.
I'm just doing this to see if it's possible. put her back here for a moment. Let's do range on that spell.
I love how you're
That one.
kind of surrounded with tentacles.
It's 30. At 60. So she's 80 away. So Musket just need to move here. Musket's going to cast a different Shield of Faith, this time targeting Nala because she's close enough. And Musket's going to immediately retreat again, like no thanks.
What'd you give me?
Shield of Faith. Plus 2 AC.
Sweet.
Because he wants you to commit suicide.
We need to get this thing out of commission so we can get him out. Worst case scenario, Resurrection Scroll's already paid for, so yeah, let's go.
You see. Alright. So, anything in general? Do you want to take out the tentacles first, or just.
I mean, if you're asking Arn, he's just kind of trying to figure out a way to get rid of the gemstone, but out of character, I mean, do what you feel will be an answer to the situation.
Nothing's gonna be an answer with her fucking longbow shots, but okay. Alright. Let's see. Alright, done with your turn?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, she's not ready to. Maybe it's a good time.
Give me just a second. Trying to remember what the rolling is with that series.
Oh no! No!
Yikes. Well. She's not very comfortable with all these tentacles. She's gonna run over, dropping her sword, picking up her longbow again, and she's gonna get shots. Let's go for it. See how that goes.
Okay.
That's for this tentacle
Second one,
here.
yes.
Oh yeah, get that +2 in there before her rage stops. Good times. That's all she can do. She's not supposed to be
Second.
range fighter.
Break down the damage. Okay. Just as the Kraken's ready to make its move, you hear Cal's voice coming from the rooftops behind you that don't exist, except you believe they're not actually there. He calls out to Arin. Brother, if you feel yourself hitting up against your limit, remember for what cause you clench your fists. Remember why you started down this path. And let that memory carry you beyond your limit. Cal passes his inspiration to Arin.
Oh.
No! Doesn't even work like a listen?
I didn't know we could do that.
I have a familiar that I can talk through. And it
Oh,
can speak
yeah.
in my voice.
How is he doing? How are you doing there?
There's a reason I did this before the Kraken's turn.
Oh boy. Well, you're if you're taking damage right now, that puts you to start making them but not failing them, so that's good.
How closely were you paying attention to my health before I removed the token from the field?
Pretty good attention. I thought you had like 10 left. You took like about 40 something, yeah?
Something like that.
Yeah.
But, thing about my familiar, it can speak by itself.
Oh.
In my voice, so... Yeah. Even you don't know if I'm actually still alive. It's just that little glimmer of hope.
Is there a way that I could heal you from your familiar way? Or...
No. It works the other way around, though. I can heal you from my familiar. If you want to heal, I think you have to get closer or just keep using Healing Word. Oh, I just noticed the chat thing. Oh, okay. Sorry, I just saw the chat. Is that to me or to Cal?
That is on Cal. I was just rolling it for the attack roll.
Damn, he's still being chomped on? He is a fucking clam. Poor guy.
Well, I was basically just rolling it for the attack roll, because I have to make an attack roll on Cal to force him to make a death saving throw. Anyway, tentacle attack on R is 25.
Where's this overpowered status when you need him?
Well, you only get so many spells you can concentrate on at once. Did you answer me when I asked if they hit?
I shielded.
You what? Okay. Another tentacle attack, 33.
That's a hit.
I think we regret everything.
That tentacle attack is on knowledge.
Oof.
30-foot range.
Yeah. I was wondering, I'm like, okay, move far enough, yet no provoke that opportunity. Ah, no.
For 21 bludgeon.
Hold on. Let me re-rage you one more time. Oh, that faded off.
I think rage makes you resistant to non-magical slashing, bludgeoning, and piercing. Depending on which barbarian.
Rage is all forms of bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing.
Yeah. Oh, no. My rage is still up. Oh, God.
Yeah, you've been consistently attacking otherwise.
Yeah. You attack every turn. That is what
Well,
fighters
for some
and
reason I
barbarians.
thought it was every melee attack. So, but...
You just have to attack once per round.
Oh, shit. Yeah, let's go.
So yeah, you take 10 bludgeoning damage with your resistance.
Let's do this shit. Reroll.
And that is Kraken. Here we go. That's unfortunate.
What?
Can't tell you. The people at home know,
Remember, he's
but I can't
within-
tell you.
Remember, he's within 10 feet of me still technically, so he gets a 4.
It's definitely not gonna help that roll.
Right.
Ooh, he is clam chowder.
Okay. On to Maria.
Maria's feeling thousands of things.
Thousands? I think like 3 are on the priority list.
Why do I still have this prepared? Oh god, okay, I'll use this. Sorry, I'm talking to myself.
I'm about to say, you
Yeah.
got like 40 prepared spells. Why are you surprised?
I'm like, oh, there's just one spell I thought I got rid of a while ago. I'm like, oh,
Well, look at that.
okay.
It's like those spells you don't think about. Like a simple level 1 spell. It's just like, I'll never actually use this for anything. Uses it in the final fight to win. That's a mess.
No.
For +6 of the attacks with that, you're really inaccurate with it.
She's a freaking.
I mean, she is doing disadvantaged likelihood to hit it, since I think the lowest we've seen is 20 hit, right? It's like
Lowest that you've seen hit is an 18.
18, so the likelihood of doing that with a +6, that's like about 20%, if not less. Because disadvantages mean like that.
Yeah. I think it's more like 38%, but yeah. Anything else for Maria? More healing for 7 this time. Wow,
I'm assuming
double
that's the Nala.
ones on that upcast.
It's 1, 1, and 1. Oh boy, but I'm assuming that's the Nala, right?
No, I was.
Maybe.
You need it.
You need the health more than we all do.
Yeah, you're the guy taking the front line, slaughtering tentacles.
You're the one who's supposed to be saving Cal.
Oh, I'm about to try.
We will remember you.
So,
I swear, think we should have contacted the college before doing this.
okay. I already told you why it wouldn't have worked, but, okay. So, as we've seen this fight go on for long enough, right? Those tentacles can only block an attack if they're within the reach of the attacker, right? Or is it like they can just zip past the entire effect?
There's a certain amount of distance that they can move to block an attack.
Okay, well, tell you what. I'm not only going into the water, I'm going as far as possible so that it will struggle to do so. I'm going all the way over here with a misty step.
Copying me, I see.
Well, hey, I got the advice from someone. I'm going to do thematics. And since I have another inspiration, here we go.
That's definitely
Alright. And I'm going to be attacking right where its ugly forehead is, because this is where its forehead would be, since he just turned to attack and fight me.
Okay. Do math.
D&D, buddy.
245 damage.
That funny moment when I have a swim speed, so like just my knees are in the water and I'm doing a little bit of a swam.
Unfortunately, that mighty blow isn't enough to knock it loose. It got a 98 on its percentile, okay?
Okay.
Can't really argue with those numbers.
I mean, we could, but make life difficult.
Also, we're gonna turn count. Doesn't it really suck that for the Kraken to regurgitate something, the creature inside of it has to do the damage?
I don't understand why, if it took that much, but alright.
Rules
Please.
are written.
Please say just regurgitate. Without all that damage, I would love to regurgitate.
Is that all you got on?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I can only do 45 damage in one hit. Next turn. He's got one more of these potions, by the way.
Yeah, that one was supposed to be for next act, and I can't benefit from the same potion twice.
Right. Does Cal have your party pack?
He does. Everyone always carries the party pack. That's the point.
Yeah, but you think in the stomach, the first thing he's gonna try and do is use a full action to take something out of the party
Cal
pack.
has actually behind the scenes made one attack that you guys aren't aware of.
I'm just wondering,
It had literally no
if
effect.
I put a health potion inside of the party pack, would he be able to grab?
Well,
If he's
considering I have
conscious.
potions in my regular pack, and to your knowledge, you didn't go for them already.
Okay.
So,
Not to mention, I have
Monster.
healing abilities. It's in plural.
So she feels like this would be a good moment. You got the damage right. She's going to disengage and back the fuck up.
Hey,
you only need 5 feet of movement to just be like, no thanks, grapple.
hey, Nala, you have a breath weapon, right?
Actually, Nala was hit by a tentacle last turn, wasn't she?
Yeah, but she can just literally walk out of it, since that's non-magical restraint.
The most it would require is a strength check, which
No,
fighter
not
barbarian.
Have you already used your breath weapon already?
No, she never uses a breath weapon. She always forgets it.
I don't forget it. It doesn't. Half the time, everything we fight is dexterous as fuck, and a little bit of fire on these tentacles ain't gonna do shit.
All we've been doing
So-
is hitting it with fire.
Yeah, okay, look,
I
let's
think she was emphasizing a little.
a little. It's like a little. Boop, like, oh no, I just like barely toasted, like barely. Maybe a little spot gets burnt, but not
Look up
fucking like
Titanic,
100
Arn's
and
literal
something
last attack.
damage. Yeah, hold on. Let's look at the damage again. Rewind, please.
245 on that last attack if you want.
245. A breath weapons ain't gonna do shit. Okay, it's the weakest little thing, and that's for like last resort. Like
46 fire? Hell yeah.
Well, you know what? If it does eat you, you can always use fire breath on it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that would
See?
be
It's
Yeah,
a last
that's a hands-free
resort.
attack.
Exactly.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. Like
Cal used a very hands-on attack, and no result, to your knowledge.
So yeah, it's on her turn. What you do?
I'm just getting the fuck away, cause Aaron's got this. He doesn't need to have worry about Nala over here. So.
Hi,
you
Nala.
got this, Aaron.
What are you doing over there? You can always...
Hey, it has to choose between either me or you, so. Actually, I'm just gonna step one more back. Okay, I'm good.
Okay, that. Nala?
Yep, that's all.
Okay, I'm just back.
Oh shit. Watch out.
For some reason, I put down the character sheet. Reposition some of its tentacles. Well, that one tentacle, rather. Only one creature in range. That's another crit. Get the scholars.
Crit that hat.
So that's gonna hit.
Yeah.
Nah.
I love the negative and then a crit.
For 52 points damage.
Now Aaron's at his full HP. Exact.
24, I
One.
believe, hits you.
I can't see your HP, it's cutting.
Also, that's 2 nat 1s on the side there.
Mm-hmm.
And another crit. For 44
Oh my
damage
god,
this
you're
time.
getting so far away that I'm getting closer to the fucking thing.
Yeah, well.
Arn is very much grappled by 2 tentacles at the moment.
Now I'm gonna move 5 feet and tell it no thank you, chief.
Freedom
Hold
of
on, I need to
movement's
do it
fun,
this
isn't it?
way.
What is the reach for that
How's that
thing?
quoting?
Those
Yeah.
tentacles.
Literally, he just said it was about, what was it, 20, 30, something like that?
Why not?
You mentioned the reach, and Murray was asking what the reach is, and I'm like, it's like 20, 30, something
yeah,
like
it's 30.
that.
You're plenty out of its reach. And it's currently your turn.
But I can't heal you, man. You fucked yourself there.
Uh-huh. So, do you?
Yeah, that was his choice
Play
to
the game.
make.
Yeah, play the game.
Well, while you're on that,
He didn't know he was going to
page,
immediately take 2 crits, but...
so while you're on that page, no,
If you want to heal me, I can do something really stupid, but hey, you know.
what this thing you want to do is pretty stupid.
That's the last thing Arn's about to do, entirely. So, you know, it's a good thing I left the resurrection thing in the party pack, but, you know, can't resurrect 2 people, so someone's gonna have a bad time.
Don't you have
All
a
right.
Vivify scroll in there as well?
That too. Oh yeah, you could use both. There you go.
As long as you get to one of us within a minute of our death,
Mm-hmm.
at least for the Revivify, you got 100 years for the resurrection.
Yeah.
No, you get 7.
Thanks.
Have you
But-
up there?
Then again, still have to go through death saving throws to even determine if we die.
This is true.
And I can't do shit, so... Can I... Since I used my bonus action, can I just use my bonus action, like, or my action just to save it, just in case?
Yeah, that
You
is
can
what's
ready
called
your
a
action.
held action.
Oh, you know what? Fuck it, I just hang
Let's
him
say
again.
just do whatever you're doing. There's no real reason to hold actions right now.
Yeah. Ah! Damn it!
There's another mess.
I'm going through fucking crossbows like crazy!
Actually, hold up. Never mind. Yeah, it's still is. Had to
Oh, I'm
see how
still-
far away you were there. On to Arn
Yeah,
and
I have-
whatever
I have to
ridiculous
be-
thing he has cooked up.
Yeah, that's the last thing, because, I mean, you know how it is.
I do?
Oh man, I would love that.
He's already dropped 2, okay?
Alright, so... I am going to go 500 feet above the Kraken, and I'm slamming down on it. For 50d6 bludgeoning damage. Yeah! Let's go.
Actually, falling damage maxes out at
Can-
20
can you,
d6, but
Max is at 20.
Can I ask you a question? Could you possibly do the Roy Jenkins sound while doing that?
I mean, he's doing a war scream, but there's no such thing as a Leroy Jenkins, Maria. And, as I'm going to hit the creature...
that's my roll, but I'll let
Bonus-
you make your own roll since it is your attack.
No, that's fine, because I have something else that I'm doing with that. The bonus action, as I'm slamming down into it, is going to be me stabbing it too. So, it's going to take that, it's going to take this and fire damage, which is going to make the whole attack do fire damage, including that 67. And I need to... What's the ruling on having my own... I think if I come into contact with the creature, I already succeed, and it has a disadvantage on its save, because it's getting impacted rather than, falling.
How do you mean?
I'm just checking. What's the
I mean,
ruling
what are
on
you
this?
asking, actually?
What save do I have to make to take reduced damage, or is that a guarantee since I'm
That's
colliding with...
guaranteed damage. It's falling damage.
Okay, so it's going to take this, that, and fire. And I swear to God.
So is the 144 fire totaled, or is
Total.
that in addition? Okay.
I'm talking about.
I swear to God, after 250 something, 140 something. All right.
I actually need my calculator here for a second.
It's like that opening story where a guy falls from above and takes so much damage.
You want to hear the news? That attack, combined with your previous turn's attack, killed it perfectly.
Okay. Good. My stupid idea worked.
Now rip
The
the fucking
creature
thing
now
out of his head.
collapses onto the dock.
And I'm ripping that crystal off before anything happens. Even I gotta spend a reaction to give me that. Let's go. No thank you. No round please.
So yeah, it's remaining
I'm gonna
tentacle.
carve it out with the damn part of the sea just for added.
You're gonna carve it out with a piercing weapon?
Hey, it
Right.
stabs in. I'm gonna rip a chunk of meat off this thing. Give me the gem.
It's gonna take you at least a minute to do that, but you managed to get it out. You now have, as soon as I can find it.
I wonder if we
The second gem, the Tear of the Creator.
Okay.
I get it
Oh
because
my
it was
God.
created by the creatures.
And it was their lament. Clever.
Nala's gonna run up and be like, Aaron, are you okay?
Oh, by the way, I took the damage too from falling, right? So I'm at 1 health. That's
like-
hard. Fuck it.
He's
Hey,
like,
do you want me to move so you can delete everything? 'Cause
oh. Let me
I
do
can
it.
move my
I like
token
to
Guys,
run
change
up
the music.
and
Go for it.
we need to get him
put
Cal
him
out
over
of there. Cut the guns open.
Yeah, I'm just letting
So how
Mike
are you?
do that.
I'm just moving shit to the GM layer.
I'm just going to like fucking hand down the stomach. You think Aaron cares at this point? He's pulling a cow out.
Ew.
Hey, I wonder if
Fortunately, your arm is not long enough to reach to this creature's gullet.
Okay, so I cut off its head, like the giant forehead and part of the mouth, and then I go down. It's gonna look gory, but I'm getting a cow out.
Boom. We're gonna
It's gonna take you a couple minutes of doing that.
Do I need to roll an attack that does upwards of 100 damage to slice this thing's head? Because I will do that like a butter knife, Mike. Let me get the cow out within a couple of seconds. I got 2 attacks, that will be about 200 damage. And it's an object now.
It's not so much doing damage as it is moving your weapon through the creature. I'll give you a strength check to try and hasten it, but it's still going to take a decent amount of time to get Cal out.
So, out of curiosity, are we going to take this skull back home?
No.
Arnold, look at you.
Are we taking what home?
The
The
giant
skull.
skull. Arnold, look at you.
The thing is bigger than our house.
Yeah.
Aaron is going to take a giant ass tentacle, though, thanks.
And do what with it?
Fuck if
Trophy.
I know.
To
Fertilize
wear
the
the thing
land?
is a belt. He
Yes,
doesn't
you know what? We're taking 2 of them now. Thanks for the idea. I'm going to fertilize
No,
the
I
crops
just,
with
I
this
just
big
thought
fork.
maybe drop that next to our house and intimidate people from coming near us.
Yeah, as if the legend of these amazing badasses isn't enough.
Alright, so does Maria want enhanced ability now for that strength check? Because, yeah, I'm gonna get this cow out. You can give me
Yeah, you-
advantage if you would like to.
Yeah, that's,
Alright.
Enhanced ability will just give you advantage on the strength check that you
Yeah.
already have 25 in strength of currently.
So I'm asking Maria, yeah,
Side
no?
question, what are you going to be doing with the rest of your day while you're stuck this big?
Contemplating life and being the friendly giant, don't worry about it. Hey, look, I'm
No,
about
no.
15 feet tall. It just means I can't building for a bit. That's
Pretty
fine.
Hey, can I ask you a question? Could you drag this thing up onto the shore?
That's what I'm doing to get Cal out. Yeah.
Okay,
It collapsed
drag it up,
onto the
and
docks as I
when we
described,
get Cal
so-
out, I want you to cut this thing up, and we can, and I want to cook it.
You want to cook it. Not the person with
Right.
proficiency in cooking tools, but you.
Oh yeah, you can cook it.
Okay, so, you enhanced. Okay, cool.
Have
And
a
I'm
thing.
going to saving face, which is a +4, so 27. How many seconds is this? Because that's a big strength check.
Okay. So it takes you a total of 76 seconds to carve your way into this thing's gullet.
Okay, so the second I see it's taking a little bit longer than I expect, I'm hasting, so I'm going to cut that in half. 36 seconds, go figure. So he's out, and I'm going to revivify him.
More than 1 minute has passed since Cal's death.
There is no way, my man. I body flopped him about 12 seconds after he got eaten.
It was a total of 3 rounds after Cal went down, and it took you more than a minute to carve out the gem itself.
Okay, we're gonna be stuck about that one.
So Cal's dead.
Well, it's assuming he failed all his saving throws, which we still don't know, because he had a +4 the whole time.
Well, you
Marie
did
likes to
successfully
heal
carve
him.
Cal out, and Cal is not currently moving. So,
Hmm.
Didn't he have a death ward?
Yeah, no, he had a death ward, Mike.
did he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had a death ward, so he's alive, actually. And he's probably, like, just having a bad time. But
Well,
he's alive.
considering he does take damage every single turn he's in the Kraken's stomach.
He did not stay in the Kraken stomach long enough to take it more than once, so it would have broke his death ward, so you have to roll the rest of those saves.
That's an upcast at 5
Okay. Who?
for Cal.
Okay.
I gotta count how many death saves I actually rolled and how many turns of damage I took. Give me a second.
You took 0 turns of damage to you once you hit 0 with the death ward active. You would have taken 1 otherwise, and that means you just have to succeed on a couple of
Yeah,
death
I'm
saves,
just
which you
going
have a
back.
+4.
I'm just going back and seeing how much damage I actually took from the stomach acid of the Kraken.
It was 40 something, and you have like I think I have like 46 damage, and you have about what? How much is your HP again?
I was at 10 the first turn that I took that. acid
I meant
damage.
the maximum, because I'm calculating for severity.
My maximum is 100.
Yeah, so then you're fine. You didn't get instantly killed, and it would just be the saves at this point. Because
Yeah, I gotta-
if you have like,
I'm counting how many extra times I have to re-roll it. Is the thing.
hey, you gotta roll until you get 3 success and 3 fail.
Okay. Wow.
What?
I had to make 2 additional saves. And guess what they both were?
Hmm.
4. Which I think is exactly the same as the last death saving throw I made. Yeah. All 3 of my death saving throws were all 4s.
Ooh. Alright.
So, yeah, Cal is officially dead.
Alright. Well, we're gonna use that resurrection scroll.
Yep.
Well, is it like pre-made? We just like laid on his body? No, it doesn't.
Basically, yeah. As long as he's,
I
cast
thought
on
you
him,
meant
become-
No,
Basically just
uh,
cast the spell Resurrection.
I'll
Yeah.
move on.
At this
I
moment,
will ping.
at this moment, after Maria used her spell and nothing happened, she's basically crying right now.
I can't
Well-
spell.
Probably fully forgets about the whole spell thing.
And I was like, why are you crying? We got the resurrection scroll.
What?
Yeah, and she's like gonna point to Aaron, who's probably putting it on, so.
Yup.
Okay.
And you really think Cal would die?
How do I straight ping it straight from the spell book? Or the compendium?
I can grab it.
How about-
Because, I mean, I'm gonna eventually learn it anyway, so I'll grab it.
Actually, I think I have... Yeah. The person that gave it to you has it as a spell.
Also, Maria goes over to Aaron, and cast four.
Took me a second to find it.
You get that much.
Okay, it's 26.
There we go. Took me a second to find it. Okay. So the target could be a dead creature
At least
who's
you
been dead
got
for no
some
more than a
HP.
century. He's been dead for a couple of minutes. The components are used up at the time of creation. Okay, if its soul is free and willing, which Cal would be, the target returns to life with all its hit points, neutralizes any poisons, normal diseases afflicting the creature when it dies. It doesn't, however, remove magical diseases, curses, and the like. If such effects aren't removed prior to casting the spell, they afflict the target on its return to life, closes all mortal wounds, and restores any missing body parts. Coming back from the dead is an ordeal. The target takes a -4 penalty on all attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks. And the penalty is reduced by 1 at the finish of each long rest until it disappears. And casting the spell to restore the life to a creature that has been dead for 1 year longer taxes you greatly, which it doesn't because it's been dead for a couple minutes. But otherwise, Aaron would be unable to cast spells for the rest of the day.
Hold on, I need to.
So now I've got some description to do. Because, as you know, Cal is a Warforged. So, you watch as Aaron begins to cast this spell on Cal in the hopes of bringing him back. You watch as the holy beam of light begins to overcome Cal's body until it slowly begins turning purple. You watch on as a multitude of metal components fall to the ground. Slowly but surely, the holy light dissipates. And standing where Cal once laid...
No
is a-
fucking way.
Wait, what? Was there a visual on the map?
There is not yet.
Okay, well, what was the descriptor you
You
cut out
become
for
a
me?
real boy.
Oh my god. That's gonna be an ooh.
This is one of the 4 backup characters I wrote for Cal in the last week. So standing before you is now a 3.5 foot tall, very naked, red-headed man.
Oh.
Maria just goes like beet red the moment that she sees this.
Aaron's gonna take a moment, and since he knows how this spell works, it's gonna be like a moment of contemplation before he'll kind of like get some garbs for him to wear, and
Like he
You know.
becomes a man, like a human.
Because, as you may or may not know, Warforges are partially organic, and those organic parts have to come from somewhere.
Oh my god, you became a dude. Like,
I mean, you right.
hell, you're a human?
Not human. He's 3.5 feet tall.
Mm-hmm, that means, can I make a nature check? Because I'm out of character before I make the check. I'm guessing halfling.
You can make the check.
Alright. Hey, Musky, give me an aid real quick. She just
Still
comes over to meow meow.
14.
Bless. Oh, that's the wrong one, but the modifier's the same,
Ooh,
so...
I forgot about Bless.
Oh yeah, you did the inspiration.
15.
I'm still gonna save the inspiration. I'm gonna take that 24 real quick.
Nature check?
It's I think he wants nature, but my mod's the same, so I did accidental history.
How's that?
Nice. Nice.
You still have your... Oh, you don't have a blast, never mind.
Yeah, she didn't get the bless, but
So yeah, with that roll, you're able to determine he is either... Give me my race list to see the number of races he could possibly be. Give me a second. I know what race he is, but... Let's see if Aaron is intelligent enough to figure it out from a glance.
okay. I mean, a 24.
Well, I gotta see how many possible races there are. that
It
could
becomes a gnome.
That are 3 feet.
That are like 3 feet. I think that's like halfling and
Goblin, gnome.
Goblin, no.
Maybe a very miniature.
Wait,
dwarf?
a miniature dwarf.
Is he like, just like, Snelly?
Gnome.
I mean, no, I don't think they share a single feature similar.
That would explain why he has an attachment to her.
I think it's more of like the emotional bond they had when they were melded together.
Oh my god, yes.
Okay.
There's only 2 different, or is that a
That was,
determined days?
basically I was rolling a d20 and then adding the possible number. So yeah,
Okay.
you pass.
Maria's still, red-faced. Cal, is that you?
It could either be a halfling, a gnome, a human, or a dwarf.
That's
Okay.
a really tiny dwarf.
But I feel like, you know, halflings and... actually, no, I know gnomes have the sharper ears, so sharp ears, yes or no?
God damn it.
Yeah. Hey, I'm asking the real questions, because...
I don't think we should be even rolling this stuff because we both had a halfling and a gnome in our party.
This is
So-
also true, so eliminate 2 of them, and dwarves are stocky humans, so...
What was your
Stocky
question
humans
again?
with... Are the ears sharper? Like, do they
Uh,
have, like, a point? Because gnomes have pointed ears.
Does have pointy ears.
Well, there you go, it's a gnome.
I don't know why we wouldn't figure that out right looking at him. But
We just got gnomed, ladies and gentlemen.
But Nala is just like, you know, Nala.exe's stopped working. Like, Aaron, did something happen to the spell?
No. You know something? It makes a lot of sense when you really think about it.
What do you mean?
Well, it can't repair a robotic body, it turns a mortal creature and repairs all wounds.
She's
Those
gonna.
aren't wounds, those would be considered just machine damage. It brought him back to what he was.
She's even more confused, but okay.
And at the moment, like, Orange is kind of giving him something to wear, like, probably like his scarf, which will pretty much wrap around him entirely, like his giant side desk.
Sash that was the size of previous Cal would definitely be like the size of, I don't know, a beach towel on this Cal.
She's gonna, like, after he gets, you know, covered, she's gonna, like, kneel down and be like, "Are you okay?"
It takes him a moment to fully come to his senses. It takes a toll on the mind and body to be brought back from the dead. Not to mention from little more than just a few organs.
Yeah, how does it like to breathe, huh?
Hmm.
He
Alright,
could
hold
breathe
on.
before, it was just optional. Well, gonna have to get used to this, I guess.
So, oh my god, is that what your character looks like?
I
Really?
made a token for each of the backup characters I had.
Maria is now blushing super bad.
He was naked 30 seconds ago. Why weren't you blushing then?
No,
Oh,
she
she
was.
She's blushing.
Which reminds me, I have to
Extremely.
roll for something.
Oh no.
And why are you blushing?
Okay, back to what you're saying.
What was the roll?
Don't worry about it.
I'm really confused.
Yeah, so
You don't want to know.
That was a morality
So,
choice to see how quickly Cal would have tried to get dressed.
hey, he's got a scarf, probably no actual clothing because he was a warforged
Yeah,
before.
everything
and, like,
is too big now.
he's got his fur pelt that's fucking huge now.
Yeah. And yay,
that-
and as all fabric, it can be resized, so...
So, how you liking your new body?
Like I just said, it's gonna take some getting used to, but... I'm sure I'll get there. Might require a little of our
I wonder
help to
what
figure
Snow
out how
would think
everything
about you.
works, but...
Snelly's going to get interesting. Also, at this moment, would the guards show up?
Probably not. They're probably still in the shelters, my man.
They're probably gonna hide until someone tells them to stop hiding.
Yeah.
No, they probably saw the, like, epic battle between us, and then...
The people at the college, maybe. But they're like, this, what was it, 4 hours? 4 hours away, like,
Can they probably see it from there?
They have magic. Yeah. Also, it's a tower. I mean, there was a gargantuan Kraken, right? And a huge hobgoblin. I think that carries that distance.
A little bit.
But
You know,
yeah,
I
so-
swear to
But
God,
yeah.
this fight should have the Gundam songs that play in the background.
So, if he's still kind of like laying down, Arnold offer like the pinky finger to help him out a bit, like, you know,
But yeah,
can't do much.
he'll never accept a hand. He'll never not accept a hand up.
Yeah, welcome back. Not sure if it was you or the familiar, but gave me the last push I needed at the very end to take the thing down.
It was actually the familiar.
He sort of dropped on top of him.
Yeah, my arm hurts, but that's a completely
Elbow
different
drop
issue.
from 500 feet up. It's gonna do some kind of damage. It puts you to 1 HP, as I recall. So
Yeah. So does this should we start cutting this guy up and start cooking him?
I mean, we cooked part of it, but we gotta be one, very careful, deep sea creature, and two, meh. I think
Also-
the first thing we should do is, like, after we cut that up rather than cook it, is get the hell out of here.
I do have one question though. Has anyone seen my sword?
Hmm.
That's a good
probably
point.
still. Arnold kind of like slowly reach
Hold on,
in,
I
see if he
got
can
it.
find it. No.
Uses his mark of recall to recall it back to his hand, and you watch as it immediately begins to shrink down to fit his size.
Well, that's convenient.
All attunable items do that.
Out of curiosity, what kind of uses would the Kraken hat get for crafting?
It depends on what you're trying to craft, mostly.
Potion of Kraken set. No.
Potion
my
of What
God.
the fuck do you think you're doing?
Potion of so it's I know it can in like lore, but does it have a thing where it can do actual stuff with lightning? Because I didn't really get the chance to.
Yes, it does have the Lightning Storm legendary action, but because you possessed the Trident, it was unable to use any of its legendary actions.
Oh,
Wow.
Uh,
So that could have been 10 times worse. Good to know.
Yeah,
So-
considering it gets the Lightning Storm twice every turn if it wants to, and it
Potion
does
would let you call lightning.
4d10 lightning to 3 targets each time it uses it. And the target has to be within 120 feet of the Kraken.
Cal, I just realized something.
When
Are you able to use fire breath now?
probably if he picks up the arm, and I mean, I guess
Yeah,
It's-
like the arm fell off to the side, right?
the parts of
mechanical?
old Cal are literally scattered all over this dock right now.
Okay, so
And I do
Should we,
intend
like-
on collecting them. But
There you go.
Yeah, maybe you can make
considering it's no
a
longer
suit of armor with that.
considering that the thing I was using to shoot fire was originally contained within my arm, I don't think that's going to work with a fleshy arm anymore.
It does give me an idea, though, because with a bit of alchemy, it could be used to improve someone's already existent breath weapon.
Everyone looks at Nella.
What?
We're talking about breath weapons.
Yeah, Aryan said with a little bit of alchemy, the old dragon gland that was used for the fire cannon could be used to upgrade someone's already existent breath weapon, given, proper make.
How would that work? But a potion. All right, that'd be interesting.
Also, I like to bring this up. Should Snelly know if anything can be used on this thing?
Probably not, because it'd be new to her, but it wouldn't stop her from trying to learn it.
Because I would like to find a way to get that thing that messes with the electricity and use that in some way.
Okay, well, you're
Okay.
trying to figure that out. Everybody gains 12,500 XP.
Woo.
Can you write that down so I can put it in my calculator?
I'm just gonna use the chat for it, because this is fine.
Right then. Alrighty then. I think we leveled up.
You definitely leveled up.
What's 10 XP or 10 level XP limit?
81,000?
Do I know?
Oh, for 10? I think that's
10 is
71.
64.
60.
Oh, right. I
I had
was
to look
like
it up twice today.
400 off 60.
Yeah.
Woo! Okay. Give me that. Okay, so that's a little.
Also, to aid to all the shit Kale's been going towards this entire time, he is actually a forest gnome, which is why he held such affinity to all the small animals we ever came across.
How cute.
Yeah. Nice.
This is actually the original version of Cal I made before I found Warforged.
Aw, adorable.
It's literally been sitting in a pile, and then I just had to update it to this one.
Well,
Right?
I think it'd be pretty fitting for us to conclude for the night, since it is now past 9.